for as well. Like it's a similar feel. It's got real nice recoil control. It sounds good.
And when
looks
you want to be that aggressive AR, it's just one of those guns that you just pull out, get aggressive. I love the XM4. Similar feel, like we said, to Code War.
Oh, he's spinning again. Love to see it. What a stage. We're locked in here, though. Phase scope on your screen, and this is what I need. Show me the snipe. Show me the quick scopes, because I was doing it yesterday. It feels so good.
Yeah, you know, I'm not the biggest sniper because I'm just not very good with it. So, but when I pull it out, it does feel extremely satisfying. And as you can see right here, Scope, he's the man you want to watch make plays. And you know the phase guys, when they get a sniper in their hand with that Omni movement, they're going to have some insane plays.
I can't wait to see the final kill cams, Alex.
I'm so excited. And that dive that across the screen, I can just think of all the funny edits right now that are going to hit the timeline when this game drops. And Omni movement is just
man you want to watch make plays. And you know the phase guys, when they get a sniper in their hand with that Omni movement, they're going to have some insane plays.
I can't wait to see the final kill cams, Alex. You got your left or your right when you dive. The final kill cams, Alex.
I'm so excited. And that dive that across the screen, I can just think of all the funny edits right now that are going to hit the timeline when this game drops. And Omni movement is just
man you want to watch make plays. And you know the phase guys, when they get a sniper in their hand with that Omni movement, they're going to have some insane plays.
I can't wait to see the final kill cams, Alex. You got your left or your right when you dive. The final kill cams, Alex.
I'm so excited. And that dive that across the screen, I can just think of all the funny edits right now that are going to hit the timeline when this game drops. And Omni movement is just
man you want to watch make plays. And you know the phase guys, when they get a sniper in their hand with that Omni movement, they're going to have some insane plays.
I can't wait to see the final kill cams, Alex. You got your left or your right when you dive. The final kill cams, Alex.
I'm so excited. And that dive that across the screen, I can just think of all the funny edits right now.
But this is, again, a superb opportunity. Let's see some snipes. That's a big old dive off the mantle as well. So Shotzi has already found a way to interrupt the animations. Are the devs listening? Are they watching this? He's already done
doing it again.
Keep your eyes on this man, please.
You can see some of the badges up top just so crispy when you get that. It looks so clean, and that added dopamine as you're playing BO6.
We've been warned that there are some absolute legendary old school medals coming in the game, so keep an eye on those on these medals as they happen. Obviously, T-Dog's just there flexing like, I mean, look, I'm the best player in the world, right?
The admins are telling him to chill out.
He's like, did you see that kill versus Ant?
Put the guns away, bro. Put the guns away, bro. Over to Noah Sunday, who's finding pieces all over the place.
I love
Listen
it.
to that.
Doesn't even adjust the camera when he gets in. He's like, nah, just give me the controller. I'm good. Let's lock in.
One of my favorite things right now is seeing all the different guns and attachments right now that everybody's running, because there's no true meta currently, and I feel like some players have truly got this figured out.
Well, folks, we've got all sorts happening here, but let's tickle our ears with a listening presented by Corsair.
Feels good.
I'll take your ears.
Sure.
Jage. Oh, yeah, they're... Yo, 58, god damn! Run it.
Yo! Oh my god. Oh, you gotta love it. Spawn camping at its finest. Lines up two with one bullet. Collats are a thing, we found out.
I mean, off the rip, we're just getting some crazy camos and variants. Like, I'm loving what I'm seeing. Once again,
what is this?
That thing looks straight out of
Is that an
zombies.
eyeball on the left side?
Yeah,
You get a knife that matches as well.
It is beautifully horrifying.
We haven't seen anyone like focus on pure knifing until just now. Lunchtime got the business delivered.
The dedicated melee ant.
Yeah. Oh, yes, the dedicated melee spot now. So you can have a pistol and a knife, which is amazing, as you just feel a little more swaggy when you're running on the map with a knife in your hand. So something a lot of our players will very much enjoy, and I know the competitive players as well. Lunchtime, big into rank play this year. Only a couple weeks, and we'll be good.
Lots of news coming here at Call of Duty Next, folks. Plenty to go. And if you love ring lights, we got them as well. Look at that view. It is all happening here. 215 creators sweating it out here in a hot day in DC.
And now I was thinking about this. They each have a gaming PC, right?
Yes.
And then they have a streaming PC.
Yeah.
So we're at over 500 PCs in this museum.
I don't know about you guys. I'm not sweating. You might be, but it feels great in here considering all of the power going on in this room. I mean, you're talking about ring lights galore, cameras galore, PCs, monitors. Everybody's on a dual monitor, dual PC setup. I've yet to see how loud it gets in here, though. I'm ready to see some people on their feet.
We've seen some trash talk. It's getting spicy.
Oh, it has to get spicy, folks. It's a Call of Duty game.
You know what to expect.
I was watching Jay Smooth going up against Tim the Tap Man, Swag, Legion was on the squad. 3 of his teammates just straight up quit out. It was 18 to 186. I was like, they're trying to find an easier lobby. I understand it.
Fully streak. Okay.
Full streaks. Oh,
Slay.
before we've got a break coming. I wonder if we can see this Hellstorm.
You want to
Come
use
on,
it?
Salty.
She's
You
got to call him in, right?
Hellstorm.
Is she around us?
I'm telling you,
loop-
it is
Where's she at?
a beaut.
You can't,
Salties, it's time.
you can't loop him in this game. Just call him in.
Hit the buttons.
She's just slaying.
Somebody's got to tell her.
That's the
Somebody's got to
Slayer
tell her.
bar.
5.
Part of the room she's in. I'll go and hit the key. I'm not against it.
All right.
Off the respawn is when you would typically
Here we go.
call
Come
it.
on.
Hit that D-pad. Oh, no, she's mouse and key.
Bad news bears, fam. I don't think she's going to find
call
it.
them
We
in.
just got a word from the admin. She's been ignoring it since minute 3. She's just this good on the map.
He is frying, though. There is something about it. She's cooking.
And she's moving around the map, like so fluid. Oh, there
Here we go.
Here we go.
Let's go, Smixy.
Look at how clean that looks. Map looks beautiful.
Wait, Smixy didn't call the clusters in.
The clusters are
Oh, so
big
the
damage.
clusters auto home.
She's
on
been
the
ignoring it
targets
since minute
around
3.
the
She's just this good on the map.
He is frying, though. There is something about it. She's
Rock and
cooking.
rolling, though.
Here in
And she's moving around the map, like so fluid. Oh, there
Here we go.
Here we go.
Let's go, Smixy.
Look at how clean that looks. Map looks beautiful.
Wait, Smixy didn't call the clusters in.
The clusters are
Oh,
big
so the
damage.
clusters auto home.
She's
on
been
the
ignoring it since minute 3. She's just this good on the map.
He is frying, though. There is something about it. She's
Rock and
cooking.
rolling, though.
Here in
And she's moving around the map, like so fluid. Oh,
Here we go.
Here we go.
Let's go, Smixy.
Look at how clean that looks. Map looks beautiful.
Wait, Smixy didn't call the clusters in.
The clusters are
Oh,
big
so the
damage.
clusters auto home.
She's
on
been
the
ignoring it since minute 3. She's just this good on the map.
He is frying, though. There is something about it. She's
Rock and
cooking.
rolling, though. And she's moving around the map, like so fluid. Oh,
Here we go.
Here we go.
Let's go, Smixy.
Look at how clean that looks. Map
You're typing Drop, the official keycap partner of Call of Duty.
to dive into everything yet again. I used it. I used dive again.
Dive. Let's
you know
do
what?
it. Let's do it.
It fits with
Diving,
Omni.
Dive,
with
flash,
Omni.
whatever you want to do.
I was seeing a lot of people do diving over there. That was wild.
It works.
The amount of craziness that we were seeing from our players was absolutely incredible. This game is. I'm stoked.
Thanks to Nameless and Alley and Pocket, we've already got a meta conversation going,
Yeah.
so we have no one better to talk about that than Pablo. We know the players can't wait to get their hands on the Black Ops 6 weapons in the beta. We've been seeing them in action. I've heard a little love for the Tonto,
Yeah.
the XM4, the Jackal. We're going to get into that a little bit, but what was your general approach to designing the weapons for this game?
Yeah, on a high level, we really wanted the gunplay to be super tight, really fluid
Yeah.
with all the movement that we have going on as well. But still hitting that high fidelity, like best looking weapons that we've ever done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You heard it here first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ain't that the truth though, man? They look
Well, we
fantastic.
did see some of the inspect animations too, and they are fire.
Oh yeah, yeah. They're looking and feeling great, and yeah, a lot of variety too. That was a big goal for us,
Yeah.
making sure that every weapon
I'm
has
feeling
its
it now.
own distinct identity.
T-Bone, I need your help,
you know,
brother.
audio, visuals, the
Yeah.
mechanics, all of that. So you're gonna see a lot of classics returning, like the XM4, better than
Better than ever.
ever before.
Yeah.
But it's Black Ops, so operators are getting their hands on a lot of experimental prototype weapons as well, and those start getting a little more out there.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, I mean, speaking of prototypes, we have some weapons coming at launch in Black Ops 6 that are completely new to Call of Duty, all new to the franchise, never been in a game before. That's so awesome.
Yeah, it's really awesome, and really just comes back to the weapons team having a blast exploring and capturing that 90s essence, which
Yeah.
pretty untapped for the franchise.
Yeah, we've never been to the 90s
Yeah.
before, God.
Yeah. Guys,
go.
we're very
Let's go.
well versed in the 90s.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, personal
Don't
experience.
date us, Al.
Hey, I'm on this conversation too, okay?
So at launch, you know, 12 of our weapons, players will be seeing for the very first time ever in Call of Duty, which is awesome. And you're gonna get to play with a bunch of those in the beta as well.
Are they? So we will be able to mess around with those in the beta.
Yes, I know people. I've seen a lot of Jackal PDWs.
Okay,
the Vault Edition floating around out there in the stream, and that weapon's amazing if you love playing aggressively, rushing objectives.
Again.
Yeah, if you're a little impatient like me.
Gun.
Yeah,
there you go.
So I want to see it in action later today too, not just an MP, but very exciting.
Yeah, no, absolutely awesome. But I mean, there's even more to talk about too, right? Because you guys are also approaching things differently with attachments as well. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, no, this is really excited about where we landed with attachments this time around. Kind of two core pillars, right? The first was attachments should always feel really good to equip, make your weapon better, right? And the second pillar was giving players confidence and clarity so that they, feel like they can experiment in Gunsmith and make their own builds without having to go online and look something up.
Yeah, you're kind of you want to empower people to have the confidence to build their own loadout, use those attachments, know what they're doing. I think that it's awesome, and we're going to hopefully see a lot of customization here at Call of Duty Next today.
Yeah, now what else should we know about attachments here? Like, because I feel like there's more than meets the eye with all this stuff.
Yeah, so, I mean, players are going to notice that there's way fewer cons across the board, and attachments are more focused on providing one or two big chunky improvements.
Got it.
There's also, that's mostly consistent in terms of where those improvements will be on all your weapons, so that you quickly are getting into these situations where you're like, okay, I want to make my weapon ADS faster. I know I go to the rear grip, I put on the quick draw. It's that simple.
Love that.
Yeah.
And we're going to get deep into weapon progression with Lawrence here in a little bit, but talk to us about what things are shared in terms of unlocks in the attachment system.
Yeah, so for most of the attachments, you're going to go through your normal weapon leveling journey and unlock everything for just that weapon, but then optics are going to be shared within a class.
Oh,
nice.
That's huge.
Yeah, so if you're playing with your XM4, you might unlock like a red dot or something like that, and you're going to immediately be able to put that on your AK, no matter what level that AK is, right? It could be...
Oh, that is big.
May have never
that.
touched it before. It might be rank 1, and you can already put a red dot on there.
Yeah, it gives you that advantage to be able to get in there early with the weapon.
I can tell who here is not an iron sight stand.
Not
like
it.
me.
Yeah, not it.
That's me.
No, I love iron sights. I love iron sights, but having that ability to be able to go across is absolutely fantastic.
Give me some good, clean glass. That's all I need.
Yeah, well, now we got it. No matter what, as long as it's unlocked in that class. But Matt, actually, time to kill is something that players are always curious about with a new title, TTK, time to kill. How did you guys approach that for Black Ops 6?
It is a critically important part of the game. So I'll go through some quick hits, right? We're slightly lower TTK. You're going to die a little bit faster than something like Cold War. We're at 100 health. We've tested a ton of different health values and around with the weapon damage, but we feel like where we're at right now, it sits really well in the world of Black Ops 6 with Omni movement, our attachment philosophy. But of course, we're definitely looking for data and feedback in the beta, so please give it to us in appropriate ways. And we will listen and assess and adjust.
Follow at Treyarch for more on that.
Yes.
We'll be looking for it throughout the beta.
I'm definitely very interested in how Omni movement and that lower TTK are going to play with one another. We're even seeing it here come to life too, and it's been really fascinating. And I think it's only going to just continue to add a little bit more. And make you be a bit more strategic.
Yeah, I mean, it was really important to be able to react.
Yes.
Right. So we don't want the health so low that you just immediately die.
Yeah.
But we don't want it so high to where you get frustrated. Right. So we feel like we're in a really good spot to where you get a little bit of a dance, but we'll see.
Yeah. Now,
designed with Omni movement in mind.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Now, Lawrence, my fellow camo enthusiasts out there are many of us. I hear you have some really exciting things for us in terms of challenges this game.
Yeah, so there's a lot you're going to be able to do with weapons. First off, we're bringing reticle challenges and reticle customization back.
Nice.
So that's back to Call of Duty this year. We have an update to the camo system, and as part of that, we have some really dope mastery camos.
We're seeing them right now.
Our Treyarch weapons team has really gone all out, and we are confident we're delivering the best mastery camos we've ever seen in the franchise. Take a look at Dark Matter
word.
here. Back and better than ever. And when you shoot this thing, it actually has some dynamic elements that add and swirl and move. Really dope mastery camos in the game this year. We'll have more to show later in the broadcast with the other modes. But
okay, awesome. Yeah. If that's just only a taste and a moose boosh.
You got master camos for every mode.
I'm gonna call out. Lawrence said it. The team killed it on the master camos. I see the conversation come up of which was the best gold camo. I see Black Ops 1 come up a lot. I don't necessarily disagree. I think we've topped it. I think we've topped
bold.
it. Yep.
Bold move. Bold move.
Let us know.
Hey,
what's the bar?
There are a lot of cool stuff here, without a doubt. Here, and these things are looking absolutely incredible. But also, something is looking equally as incredible: our Vault Edition weapons, which I am very, very excited for. I mean, look at these things; they look so cool.
And everybody is running these on the streams today. Like we've seen these in action.
They are gorgeous. Ooh. Of course, if you pre-order the Vault Edition and you can unlock bonus content, including the Hunters versus Hunted Operator Pack, the Mastercraft Weapon Collection, the Gobble Gum Pack, and Season 1 Black Cell. Plus, if you pre-order the Vault Edition, you will get the chance to use these operators and these weapons. And look at these. I mean, this is absolute insane shenanigans. You're going to get to use them in the beta. So that's freaking awesome. I'm really stoked for that one.
I like Spooky Fish Knife. Yeah, he's trying to hurt you.
He does try to hurt you.
Yeah, it clearly is Spooky Fish Knife.
I forgot what his actual name is, but that's the one that calls out to me.
That's the name. Actually, they're
perfect. Yeah,
change it in the game. Yeah, it's awesome. Now, of course, there is one thing in particular that I have been excited to ask today, and this is the return of Classic Prestige. We saw the announcement. People were popping off about it. Lawrence, what can you tell us about Classic Prestige? Just give us an overview. What we should be expecting, because I hear Classic, I think Classic.
Yeah, and I mean that's what we're delivering in Black Ops 6 and then some. So we're super excited to be bringing Classic Prestige back to the franchise. If you're unfamiliar with Classic Prestige, you're going to start leveling up 1 to 55, unlocking content for use in your loadouts. If you hit max level, you're going to have the choice to prestige, relock all that 1 to 55 content.
Yeah.
Do it again, having gained a little prestige.
You still get the perma unlock as well, like it was back in the day?
That is back. So every prestige, you're going to have a permanent unlock. If maybe you lost access to your favorite weapon or your favorite perk, use that permanent unlock, get it back right away. We have 10 prestiges in Black Ops 6. Make it through those. You'll graduate into Prestige Master with 1,000 levels to climb through.
Let's take a quick look at our sneak peek Prestige 1 icon.
Dude.
So I remember having a conversation with Lawrence in our office. I think maybe we shared an office at the time, talking about bringing this back. And it's like, well, if we're going to make the best Black Ops game ever, then you kind of got to do it. And we said it's got to be a no-brainer to want to enter Prestige. And the team, Lawrence, hats off, like, absolute no-brainer, and I'm gonna try to max prestige. I'm gonna try to get dark matter. I'm gonna try to do all the things.
Yeah, I love that you've said too, it's not so punishing, that you've made it super rewarding, and like, of course I'm going to want to relock everything. I'm not risking it all, so to speak.
Yeah.
So on top of that, it's pretty great rewards.
Yeah, actually,
talk about too.
That's the other thing too, right? Because one of the things that we always enjoy about the track and putting in that time in and unlocking things and getting stuff. So what are going to be some of the prestige rewards and just in general that we should be expecting with this?
Yeah, so we didn't want to just bring back Classic Prestige. We wanted to go bigger than ever. We wanted to build the most rewarding version of Classic Prestige we've ever seen. We have a ton of high-value skins, blueprints, charms, and more, all created just for the Prestige system.
Okay.
And I mean, we showed the Prestige 1 icon a minute ago.
Amazing.
If that looked like the World at War zombie to you,
I was going to ask. It's got it looked really familiar.
Hint, hint.
It's because it is. And so one thing we're doing in Black Ops 6 is each Prestige is actually themed after a game in Black Ops history. So not only are we bringing back a fan favorite classic system, it's oozing with nostalgia. It's going to take you on a trip through the past Black Ops games. We're super excited.
I cannot wait to see what the Black Ops 1 one is. Oh, I'm so excited.
I mean, I think people are going to love these so much. But Lawrence, what happens to your weapons when you're relocking? Just because this is a new system, we want to take people through what they should expect in terms of what happens to our stuff.
Yeah, so it wouldn't be Classic Prestige if it wasn't a little dangerous. You're going to relock that 1 to 55 content. But you're not going to lose weapon progression. You're not going to lose your global weapon builds.
Yep.
You're not going to lose challenge progress. When you re-unlock a weapon, you'll have all the builds you created for that weapon available as soon as you get access again. And it was important to us, to Matt's point earlier, we want players to prestige, but we also want it to pay homage and reflect the classic system.
Yeah.
And so that relock is an important part. You also mentioned the permanent unlock, Alex, so that'll help you mitigate the relock if you really
I'm
lose.
excited.
It's
I'm
still a
excited
little
for that.
scary.
Yeah, so only just a smidgen.
Yeah,
you know, only
it's a calculated risk, and I like that
scary.
I like that in my Call of Duty. But it really wouldn't be a Black Ops game without a couple of other things that I think you are going to surprise us with.
Yeah, so we got a lot to unlock in the game. Calling card challenges with a deep set of those. We
Always.
have 100% completion cards in the game at launch. So if you complete the set in multiplayer, zombies, or Warzone, you're going to be rewarded for doing so. Each prestige has its own set of calling
Those are
card
so sick.
challenges.
The zombies one looks so cool.
We got Dark Ops challenges. You need Dark
Let's
Ops challenges in
go.
a Black Ops game. So if you're unfamiliar
course.
with those are as tough as they get. Hidden criteria challenges that we're excited to see which ones the community find and which ones they maybe take a while to discover. We will not be giving hints.
Nope. Okay.
Redacted.
Smart.
But yeah,
Redacted.
a lot to unlock and excited to see what resonates with players.
So we were hearing Miles talk about a little bit while they were casting some gameplay, but it seems like medals are back, and I'm excited for them. So it seems like there are a ton for us to be able to earn as well. Is that right?
Yeah, we have over 150 medals in multiplayer. Lots of returning fan
150
favorites.
A lot of nuts.
And a lot of new ones too that we're excited for players to discover.
You can see
and
them popping
earn.
up on screen.
Yeah, we've been seeing, we got some turned on action earlier.
Love it turned on.
Yeah, that's Pablo's
when you-
favorite.
favorite.
Get tagged in the back and just have the perfect flick.
Yep.
My personal favorite is Doink because
There
it's
you go.
fun to say
Fun to
and
say.
see Doink.
Yep.
But yeah,
I
there's.
like how you say, I like doink.
I do. I mean, I popped up and they were telling me some of the ones that were coming. And I was like,
kill an enemy with an impact from
Yeah.
a tactical grenade.
That was
It's doink.
Stephanie's-
it's a little different than
It was
stuff.
Stephanie's favorite before she knew what it was.
She just heard doink. She was like, I'm in.
Yep.
We
I'm
love
in.
equipment
Yeah,
here.
no.
Okay.
My personal faves are we have a 1v1, 1v2, 1v3, and 1v everyone medals. in
Oh,
the game.
nice.
And,
I get those all the time.
And search and
Oh, yeah.
destroy, right?
Yeah.
S&D,
Yeah.
going to this, all the time, picking up those 1v3 medals. This guy's unbelievable. All right, folks. Well, before we wrap up things here at the desk, though, Stephanie, I think there is one more thing that our friends at Treyarch wanted to talk about because I see it here on the little graphic that we got.
You are so right, Alex. And one more thing. I'm coming to you, Lawrence. So Treyarch has obviously worked on every ranked mode the last few years. We simply need to know when ranked multiplayer is coming to Black Ops 6. What do you got for us?
Yeah, so I mean, we love competitive COD. Rank play is in the DNA at Treyarch. And in a lot of ways, we've been building towards Black Ops 6 as the definitive rank play experience. And we're delivering it earlier than it's ever launched in a Call of Duty game, early in Season 1.
Season 1.
All right.
Ranked
those metas
MP
out.
coming
My
to
friends are
Black
watching.
Ops
They're
6.
massive sweats. They're very happy about that.
Yep.
You know?
A lot of people, a lot of cheering in the room. I think when we talked about this to some of the creators in the building. But thank you so much, Treyarch team, Pablo, Matt, Lawrence.
Thank you.
It's
Thank
been
you.
awesome to have you here today. Thank you for sharing everything that's
Black
coming
Ops
to the
is
game.
back.
Yeah. And it
Let's
seems like
go!
most importantly, you guys are excited about it, which
Very.
I think
Hell yeah.
you guys
Super
are excited about it.
It's been
It
a long
just
time coming.
Yeah,
Yes.
it just radiates to all of us. That joy is so awesome, and I think I speak for everyone in here. This game's freaking awesome.
The vibes are high.
The
Thank you.
vibes are high. It's great. It's Black Ops at its absolute finest. But that, of course, covers our news on Black Ops 6 multiplayer. But don't go anywhere because we have plenty more live gameplay that's going to be coming your way, courtesy of our excellent commentators. We got Miles, Puck, and the rest of the crew standing by. Take it away, fellas.
Thank you, Stephanie. Gone by. Wow, a lot of great updates there from the Treyarch developers. Ranked play, ranked play. Oh my
Ranked
goodness.
play, ranked play.
Race
Ranked
to
play.
prestige, anybody? I will race
give me the
you as
classic
soon as we get home.
Okay, yes.
Just
We'll
all
partake in this.
the most incredible day of news, folks. I mean, I can
Yes.
hardly contain myself. But while you were at the desk, our creators have switched over to our next multiplayer section, which is a look at some of the new strike maps that are coming to Black Ops 6 multiplayer. So we're going into face-off, folks.
Fast and furious is how I describe this game mode. And I was talking with Aiden. He's saying, I think I found the God Gun. think Hazardous might have as well.
The Tanto 22. It's got like a similar feel. Do you remember the Milano? That like...
And it reminds me of the ADS of the MSMC.
Oh.
One of the all-time favorites.
Oh.
You can
Before
hear
your time, Allie, but it was glorious.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just a little too 10 years younger than the rest of you. But Hazardous isn't, and he was at that high ground for a hot minute there. Will finally get shut down, but Shotzi is still rocking this sniper rifle. I mean, players cannot get this guy down.
He's going for the 360.
He said he was going for a clip. You know, I walked over to go watch him, see what he was up to, and he said he was going for a clip, and he won't rest today until he gets a good one. I'm excited to see if he can pull off. Here goes an assassination.
Was he on the receiving end?
We've seen a few in the trailer. The one that Klaus pulls off with the axe, like the flying. I mean, this is some visceral execution action.
Part robot, part zombie human.
All Black Ops 6.
Incredible stuff. Don't look at us like that, Alley Cat. All right, Shotzi's put away the sniper rifle for a moment, and this is what I've been waiting for. Can he fry?
He got executed. He wasn't taking any more of that. He said, screw the clip. I need to go for some kills. But he's still getting taken down. Aerith is one of our COD mobile creators, and seeing her pop off here in this situation versus one of our professionals, pop off queen.
I will say, Shotzi's in the blender right now.
Yeah, he kind of is.
Can he confirm?
I don't see any movement.
Absolutely fried, okay? So that's a good sign for all you guys out there wondering if you could pick up Omni movement fast.
That's what he needed.
You can.
He heard him.
See, look, destroyed. He got the best.
He's on his feet. That might be a different lobby, but yeah.
Clearly doesn't play the objective. Shout out to the 520 compared to your teammates' 1,400.
46
Not 5, bro.
And was that 5 deaths? 46 and 5? Oh.
Get a confirm over here.
Ridiculous.
And this was called the Scourge, and this thing is absolutely insane. It looks so good, and it has a high mag, so you can
ADS
just
is crazy.
slay.
Yeah, this is a Jackal blueprint, one of the variants. Again, you'll be able to use this in the beta. It just looks absolutely insane. And we saw that matching knife. Again, all the animations, everything looks so cool.
Spooky fish knife.
The spooky fish knife.
I'm calling it that for the rest of the year.
I'm making an emote right now for it.
What are you guys taking with you after your first Prestige?
Oh.
It's a great question. All my attachments, but which one?
I don't know if it works on that.
I'm taking the Jackal.
The Jack?
I'm taking the Jackal with me.
I'm taking the spooky fish knife.
Aims.
I'm gonna just keep my Marine.
I'm taking the aims with me. That thing. We're watching Kenny use it a moment ago. Very, very impressive.
He was loving it.
Hey, okay, physic.
And now I'm looking out for the medals. You see the double kill pops up. Things just so much satisfaction as you're playing and popping 2 pieces and 3 pieces. It looks so sick.
We heard Lawrence talk about there's a 1v1, there's a 1v2, 1v3, 1v everyone medal. I mean, that's going to be so fun to keep account of. I mean, not just for like players having a good game or even in tournaments. All sorts of exciting plays here. Can't wait.
I can't wait to see what's going on here with FIFA Kill. Now, FIFA, one of the greatest Warzone players of all time. He's 100%. Always streaming. On the other side of this, though, you have Aiden, you have Sage. Good news is he's got Jay Smooth on his team here, Alley Cat, but I feel like this might be a stacked lobby.
Yeah, I don't know if that's good news, because Aiden has got a 3-piece on the enemy side of things. I mean, this is a kill feed lighting up not in their favor, but can we just talk about, I think everybody's got tactical sprint on, and I'm going to start yelling at people.
And what I love about this is they're on a strike graph, so it's so close. So every time you spawn, you're just going to be getting into engagements and having to use that Omni movement to get away. As we see a dive comes out of nowhere, it's going to be better timing. Those are some of the things you're going to be able to do. You get shot, you just got to get out of dodge.
So unlike Cold War and a strike map in this game, it's not necessarily a piece of a large amount that's been trimmed down. It's an entirely new play space, but it's still using a similar art design or a similar palette from an existing multiplayer map, or at least I've been told.
And this one's Gala, so you can see small themed area. It just looks awesome. And up top, this is the position it looks like you're going to want to hold. This FIFA Kill is absolutely slaying.
And y'all can't see it, but his hair is bright pink. It's kind of getting blinded in this shot, but he's right in front of us, and I'm seeing the sun shining down on him in these shots as he's going to find 2. Has the high ground, will find a 3rd as well. Now, I didn't see him much of as an AR player, but his movement is looking cracked.
Marley 13. Having a very good time here at Cod Next. Now, an entirely different experience there, though, Chris. I mean, not necessarily being pinned down in spawn and absolutely beaten alive, but all right, Lila, massive shots.
I walked behind her earlier, and she dropped the quad feed. She's like, how about that one, chat? Everyone is just feeling this game bright and early, and she is not afraid to take on anyone in the lobby.
So Chris walks behind people that quad feeds. I walk behind Tim the Tapman, and he rage quits his first lobby after missing a kill. Honestly, I'm just going to stay on the stage.
Yeah, come with me. I bring the PMA.
And as we jump to Lola, she has the XF4 out with the red dot on. You heard them talking about it, and be able to change your reticle and customize
So excited.
it. That is something we had way back in Black Ops 1. It was one of the best feelings ever. So many features from previous Black Ops games were fine, re-added with that nostalgic feel, but also new. It's been so awesome to see.
Another thing as well, every single time you get a brand new weapon, the optic slot is open and ready. You don't have to level it up. You can put anything you've already unlocked in that prestige. So let's say you've got a big old sight, a ×4, whatever it may be, a nice red dot. It could go on the brand new weapon immediately.
All right, quick question for you guys. They mentioned that there's going to be different themes for the prestiges. We heard about World at War. Will we see a Black Ops 2 one? And is there a chance that I can unlock the FAL and the Cap 40s once again?
Imagine some of the best weapons ever, but we got a bunch of new weapons in this game as well. I'm excited to just get my hands on it, try it out.
Can we see
got
this
the
from
beta coming up.
Salties?
Some first timers. Some first timers
Look at
here
all the
in the
medals.
Call of Duty world.
Turned on. That's the one I was looking for. When I play against Chris, I'll be getting a couple.
Impossible! I have eyes on my back, and now I can dive backwards.
Did you see that slide?
I have been looking at stuff in the DC. It's beautiful here.
Great stuff coming through as our creators are finishing their first round of Strike. Everyone seems to be enjoying the fun. Alec, what'd you see in that one?
I just saw some incredible movement, and honestly, when I was listening to you guys talk about, getting your medals and all the weapons that are new, also just quality of life updates that all of your classes will move around, whether it's Warzone, whether it's MP, whether it's a private match, rank play. You don't have to keep going in and remaking your classes, and I think that is just so important. It's attention to the small details that Treyarch does really, really well.
And if you guys have been watching all the screens, the finer details, the different HUDs that we've seen, I'm liking people changing it up and making it easier on themselves. We were talking about yesterday, if you're right-eye dominant, we were moving our mini-map up to the top right, and we're like, this is how it should be.
It feels right. I mean, that's a very, very easy change. It's just called inverted. There's a lot of presets. We saw 2 that were locked for now, but there's a streamer, and there's, I think, one that you can fully customize. Could be wrong there, but
we're getting into the weeds.
Lots of different options for those HUD presets. We're getting a little teaser of some of them here. Again, it's just a new dawn, baby. It's a new day, and it's a long, fantastic year of Black Ops 6 ahead of us.
Now, Miles, you're a full-time employee, and I'm a contractor, so I can ask this question. Can we talk about theater mode yet?
I think
Do I have to wait until later in the show?
I think we can. I'm not seeing any heads. Not in aggressive mode.
Nobody's coming to arrest us right now.
There's no red dot on my chest, is there?
We're safe-ish.
Day one.
We're going to see the best montage.
Can you imagine the clips that are going to come out of this game?
When I'm hitting them jumps and flips and dives, it's going to be a fantastic time, and you get to watch it in all sorts of angles, folks. While we're going to leave our creators for a moment, folks, we do have a bit of an update from Lottie, who's roaming the halls of Call of Duty Next with some special guests.
I certainly am indeed. Some very tall special guests. I am joined right now by Keyshawn, Tristan, and Bub from the Washington Wizards. You guys may recognize them. Right, if I can reach here, but Keyshawn, first of all, Call of Duty Next. This setting, I think, is insane. What do you make of this setup with all our creators?
I didn't know what to expect walking in here, and just walking in here, seeing the environment, the vibe, and just how good it looks, it's amazing to me.
It's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, it's very vibey for sure. Tristan, have you managed to get your hands on the game yet? Have you played?
Yeah, I played. It's a great game. It's like a new what's the name? New maps, a new setup, and it's very nice. A little different, a little change, and it'll be fun. It'll be fun. I'll see how much I'll get on the game.
All right, we'll see how much you're grinding for sure.
I'll
and
grind
Bub,
for sure.
What type of player are you, Bub? Are you multiplayer, zombies? What do you dabble in? Multiplayer?
100%. Don't touch Warzone. I play zombies sometimes. I'm not really good at the game, so I just play Warzone so you can keep coming back to life.
Damn, I was really hoping you'd start being like, I'm going to smoke kids. I'm talking a big game, but that's fair. You got time to grind. Absolutely not. And obviously, we're seeing some of the incredible creators try this out. Are you guys fans of anyone's streams at all?
We've seen a couple of AMP members in here, so it's pretty cool.
Amazing. I love to hear that. And lastly, Tristan, how are you guys feeling about maybe squadding up together at some point when the game releases?
Us three? Oh, we should play for sure. We should start streaming, I think. This has given a good jump start for us. Maybe we get into streaming, so that'll be nice.
Hey, you heard it here first. A Wizards team might be actually emerging out of Call of Duty Next. Gents, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the day. Castus,
thank you
it's
for
back
having
to
us.
you.
Thank you so much, Lottie. We've got some of the biggest names in Washington all here to check out Black Ops 6. I wanted to ask you, though, while we're watching more gameplay, who is the greatest celebrity or athlete that you've played with or against or just watched in Call of Duty?
Oh, man, you're talking about skill at Call of Duty, huh? I would say I played with a decent amount of athletes. You know, Marcus Valdez-Scaling was unbelievable at
MVS?
Warzone. MVS is one of the best Warzone players that I've played with. I think he's great. And then Max Holloway, a fighter, unbelievable player as well.
He was really good. I won a gunfight tournament with Michael B. Jordan, with the greatest teammate.
You did.
And I went into that. I'm not gonna lie. I went into that fully thinking I was gonna have to carry him. He wasn't gonna know anything. He came in hot as hell, knew everything, had his own call outs. He asked me a couple of questions, and I was like, we're absolutely gonna smoke this. There's no way we lose, and we didn't.
Did he have an 8-pack or a 10-pack in person?
AD was wearing his own clothes.
Why were you looking?
He starred in Creed. He's a pretty good athlete.
Everybody
as well.
loves Call of Duty.
Let's take a look at the gameplay.
Tim loves Call of Duty.
Tim loves Call of Duty, except when he rage quits.
He
But
did rage quit.
he's not going to do it now. We talked to him about it.
Here we go.
No, he did it like 10 minutes ago. My
Zogoro.
bad.
Oh, wow. He hit that player. Look
Oh,
at
yeah.
the diving. There you
can't kill him.
It looked good to me. It looked good to me.
Go
Zoe.
forward, then backwards, and those are some of the gunfights you're going to have to get used to in this game.
I mean,
It's super fun.
the quads on that man to hit them dives.
Hitting them squats.
Look at this. This is so hard to stay alive. That was a phase player taking him down there. I'm not sure exactly who that was, but on a shifty, another Warzone warrior.
But also one of the most individually talented, just Call of Duty players we've seen come into the scene from a content creator side, and now competitor in Warzone. He's been unreal, so I'm excited to see what he can display here.
His aims is not missing, Ali.
No, he's not missing. But kind of piggybacking off of Omni Movement, it looks like a lot. Like, it looks very daunting, but I promise you, once you are loading into the game, once you are playing, it comes so naturally. It feels like it's going to be a big change. It really isn't. It's super fun. It's super natural, and you can already see it. Like, people aren't struggling. They're having fun. They're testing out kind of their limits and their abilities with the Omni Movement. It is so, so good.
Oh, yeah, at this point in time, I think our creators have had maybe like 2 or 3 hours of total gameplay time. So, I mean, they've picked it up real fast. It's going to feel difficult for them to go back to, you know, a different Call of Duty, go back to MW3 or go back to previous games. You know, we always love to do throwback tournaments and throwback gameplay in the sort of mid-off season. It's going to be hard after Omni Movement.
Oh, 100%. I mean, it's going to change the way that you approach basically every scenario. I mean, when you're hitting a corner and you're walking into a building, like I said, you know, when we were talking about it, it just feels natural. Like, it's new, it's awesome, but it feels natural, almost how it should be. And obviously, they've catered the maps towards the movement as well, so everything is smooth when you're running around.
Some games that you'll play in the FPS genre, it feels like you're ice skating around the map. Absolutely not in this. Now, what's happening here, Miles?
Oh, this is, I mean, we're taking a hostage, and we're holding on to this player as a meat shield.
Yeah. Wait, that hipfire was insanely accurate.
So again, this is a new feature in the game. You're able to take these players hostage from behind. This is sort of an alternate to an execution. This is going to go huge in Search and Destroy, in Warzone. You can be able to take a hold of players. They will take the bullets for you. You have a limited amount of time, and if you get rescued, you can be rescued by your teammates. So, and I'm screaming like, he's got me. I'm being taken.
I got you, brother.
I'm being taken. Wheeler's coming out of nowhere.
Climbing the sniper.
Would you call
saving
that
me.
a meat shield?
It's a meat. I'm calling them a meat shield. That's not the. I don't think that's the official
It's a
name.
personal
I
bodyguard.
feel like I just got told that was the official name.
I like that you're a
Official
personal
bodyguard.
That
bodyguard.
was just what came to my head there.
Against your will, bodyguard.
Hey, guess what? You got a job now for the next 12 seconds. That's right. You'll be guarding me, sir. Marley 13, though, thank you so much for that. And oh, yes.
Yep.
Legion.
Why do this ADS and this is crazy?
Oh, he power punched it too.
Oh, yeah. Legion, do it. Find somebody and blow them up.
Let's do it. Come on.
Yeah, baby!
Oh, no, he's been taken.
Leave him alone!
Oh, no.
Leave him alone!
Well, Legion turns into someone's personal meat shield as the game comes to a close. And a draw. We don't see many of those either.
Yeah.
And I love that they're just using this left and right. This is so sick.
He's screaming for help. Please, somebody save me. It doesn't last forever. You will be taken care of there. And Zogoro, look, man, it happens to the best of us.
So you just have to be aware. You can't get taken as the meat shield.
It's going to be all snipers, right? All the snipers who have been camping, you finally climb up next to them. They don't get to use tac insertion. Nah, they coming with me.
And you know what? When you have that prox chat out, I'm talking to you the whole time.
Oh, the whole time. Whispering.
In your ear, literally in your ear.
Okay?
Hey, buddy, what you doing up here?
Do you mind if I just borrow your body for a second?
Just for a minute.
Just take some bullets for me.
All right, Zog, what do you got for me? I'm ready for some Blaine train.
Not much. Not much.
It's coming though. You know, it takes a moment to get used to the aim down sight speed. He's getting collats here. What more do you want from him?
Honestly, I think that was an opposite jinx. I think I just helped him there.
It's all happening here, folks. Collaterals, body shield
Attach is locked.
plays. It's happening here at Call
He's
of Duty
locked.
Next. Unbelievable
he's
day
pulled the
so
sub
far.
out.
Question on Attach. So he won his first world championship when we went to New Movement back in Advanced Warfare.
That is true.
How do you feel he's going to adapt as now one of the old guard in the CDL coming into Omni Movement?
I think he's going to love it. I mean, Attach is a guy who could run any weapon, so we'll definitely be checking him out later today throughout the show.
We'll be checking out a whole lot later on today in the show, but now we're going to take a little bit of a moment to look back. Let's take a look back at some of the best reactions during multiplayer today, brought to you by our friends at TCL. And that does it for Black Ops 6 multiplayer. We're heading out to a very quick break, but when we come back, we'll be back over at the desk with more of our Treyarch developers for an exclusive look at Black Ops 6 Zombies. That's it all, folks. Stay tuned throughout the show for live Warzone gameplay on the new Resurgence map and updates on Call of Duty Mobile and Warzone Mobile 2. Ooh.
Don't go anywhere.
Wow.
Experience the world of Call of Duty with Corsair, the official gaming hardware and peripheral partner of Call of Duty. Introducing the Call of Duty Black Ops 6 collaboration from Movement. Get early access with email sign up at movement.com/COD. Call of Duty Next is powered by Xfinity. Stay ahead of the game with ultra-fast speeds and a smooth, low-lag connection. Operators, get ready to unleash a force of nature with Polaris Razor Pro R, dropping into Call of Duty Warzone in Season 1. Change your game. Scuff Gaming, the official controller partner of Call of Duty. Take your Call of Duty gameplay to the next level with Nanoleaf's modular RGB smart lights. Step into the game and sync your lights with the action on screen for the highest level of gaming immersion. Origin. Customize your PC. Official gaming PC and gaming laptop of Call of Duty.
Welcome back, folks. I found myself up on another overlook perch here at Call of Duty Next to let you guys know that the 5th annual Call of Duty Endowment Bowl presented by USAA will be coming to you live directly following Call of Duty Next. Code Bowl 5 will feature 10 esports teams from the military branches from the US, UK, and Canada to compete alongside the most competitive players in Call of Duty Warzone, including Aiden, Benny Central, Natasha, Olims, Joe Woe, Stode, Symphony, Teep, Westy, Zlana, country music star Kane Brown, and more. Tune in to see who will dominate Urzikstan, be crowned the second Monster MVP, and for the first time ever, claim victory in the Code Bowl 5 Solo YOLO. You won't want to miss the chance to celebrate 5 years of Code Bowl, 15 years of endowment impact for veterans, and learn more about the upcoming endowment pack in Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Stay tuned after Next to see who will take home the coveted Code Bowl 5 trophy, live from Washington, D.C. Now, I'll tell you what, folks, the energy in this building is unbelievable, and we've only just really begun. If you are just tuning in live, welcome to Washington, D.C. Welcome to Call of Duty Next. We've had so much incredible news so far, but it's not over yet because we're going to head on down now to the developers at Treyarch to give you guys an exclusive look at Black Ops 6 Zombies. So, GB, you know what to do. It's over to you.
Thank you so much for that, Lonnie. And yes, the Cold Bowl is incredible. Make sure you guys stick around for that. And a great time. And those players are going to throw down in the server. You best believe that. But here we go, folks. We're at the desk. And it's now time to talk about everyone's favorite undead thingamajigam. It's zombies, baby. And you guys may have seen this online. Round-based zombies is back. And honestly, I'm stoked. It could be better than ever. I think it is going to be better than ever.
There's only one way to find out.
And how? Yeah, that's right. So now we will have 2 maps at launch, and one of which we're going to be debuting here live at Call of Duty Next. So, folks, welcome to Liberty Falls.
There's a place just round the bend. A place by the name of Liberty Falls. 1991's fastest growing town in America, and it's plain to see why. It's a place of simple tastes. Neighbors help one another. Where church ain't just for Sundays. So if you're passing this way, be sure to stop on by. We're dying to welcome you.
Pre-order digitally and instantly unlock the Reflect 115 Camo Pack in Modern Warfare 3 and Call of Duty Warzone.
Let's kick things off with a good old-fashioned hell yes. Round-based zombies is back. We are welcoming to the desk the Treyarch Zombies team. We've got Kevin Drew, Steve Bianchi, and Anthony Saunders. Guys, that Liberty Falls trailer, as Alex said, it's going to leave a mark.
It's intense. It's incredible,
intense.
right? Yeah.
Small town.
It was peaceful. It's a little more dangerous now.
Yeah, it looked like it would have been a good time out with the family. Now, not so much.
You know, we've been riding the zombies hype train since reveal, and you know, I feel like I just hit a new level there. But there are 2 awesome round-based zombies maps that launched with Liberty Falls and, of course, Terminus Island, which we've been talking about over the last few weeks. What does it feel like to just have both of these out in the world now?
Oh, it's so awesome to have basically Zombies Month, where we've gotten just so
it really
much
has
time
been,
to show off all the hard work the team's been doing for the last 4 years and showcasing both maps. Very different. We'll get into that, but it's just been great.
Yeah, lots of hard work over the years from the Zombies team. And Steve, Liberty Falls kind of feels like a new setting for zombies. Like you said, the small town, it's bright. It feels like a little bit of a different place. What's this map all about?
Yeah, it's this really idyllic small town. It's in West Virginia, but now it's like the site of a zombie incursion zone. So watch out! It's just destroyed immediately, right? It's crazy, but there's so many details when you look around the map and all these little shops and things like that. It's such a built-out world. Is great, and there's actually all these little stories about the people who used to live there, and some little side quests that maybe you'll find.
You guys, side quests never.
So
what?
Yeah, you gotta wait till it comes out. But,
yeah.
And of course, Black Ops 6 is set in 1991. So first look at this map on Liberty Falls. It really seems like we're embracing that early 90s era, where of course we see it all over Black Ops 6, but this has got that nice nostalgia.
Oh yeah. So Terminus is a little hard to get that 90s vibe when you're in a remote Pacific
prison.
Yeah. I've been to a few prisons in the 90s. So
Liberty Falls is really like where we got to just embrace everything from nostalgia, 90s. I think everyone here was a child when they were in the 90s.
Yes.
And so just to bring all these little elements, so for me it's like the comic shop, bowling alley, video store.
You remember brick and mortar stores, right?
Some fun.
I used to actually work in a video store in the late 90s, with VHS tapes and all that.
shot.
So make sure
when they existed.
Always rewind, right?
Yeah, be kind
Yep,
and
exactly.
rewind.
Yep.
So you mentioned Terminus, and we know that Terminus is set concurrently, right, with Liberty Falls, because you see the dates and the trailers.
Yes.
So people were putting 2 and 2 together on that. What are going to be some of the biggest differences, though, between the Terminus experience versus the Liberty Falls experience?
Yeah. So Terminus, or rather Liberty Falls, has a deceptive calm compared to like the more immediate threat you feel when you load into Terminus. Terminus is dark, it's claustrophobic immediately, so you feel that threat. the brightness of Liberty Falls will have you feeling almost kind of safe, like maybe you could hit up Yummy Freeze, get a couple scoops, but this is Zombie
Don't
Zone.
tempt me.
Yeah, you know it's not all good. As you explore the map, you'll start to see the signs of the outbreak. You'll see the signs of a failed attempt to contain this thing.
Okay.
So, it'll be everything that you expect. And what we want this to do is like set, we want it to be easy to pick up, but hard to master.
Yeah.
There's a lot for players to chew on. It's a smaller map. So again, a lot for players to chew on while they try not to be chewed upon. There you go.
Yeah.
I like that. I'm going to write that one down. But speaking of story, because you kind of hinted at it a little bit, it's a failed attempt at a containment, which means, we got to look at the cinematic earlier this week that's going to set up the map. And damn, there's some spooky things happening in there. We're seeing for the very first time the man himself, Edward Richtofen, since Black Ops Cold War. And he seemingly is going to get yeeted into another dimension here by the ether. What does this mean, Kevin?
Well, I think it's the cinematic, first of all, is incredible, but I don't think this is how we expected to find Richtofen, and it's a bit of a change of expectations. We're not going to give anything away right now.
Okay.
But we're really just setting the groundwork for the game in this cinematic. It's basically whatever you saw at the end there, and Richtofen.
Well, and also too, we see his family. I'm going to make some assumptions here. It seems like they were violently murdered, or there's some sort of very.
I think they just were out at the sun too long.
I hope he doesn't have those nightmares.
No sunblock on the picnic. That'll do some things to you.
Yeah. So up until now, we've really been framing him up as this villain.
Yeah.
And he's done terrible things to our crew on Terminus Island. But now we found out some terrible things have happened to him. So it's a bit more gray than you might have initially thought, right?
Yeah, we're adding some complexity.
Yeah, the best villains are always the ones that believe that they're doing the right thing. You know what I mean? There were some really sick moments in that trailer as well. So you can definitely get the vibe that there was. It's going to be pretty wild. I'm excited for it.
And you did talk about the end there. I'm gonna push on a little bit. You tell me no. Was that a Maxis voice that I heard there?
I don't know. You could make some assumptions there. If you played the end of Cold War, some things happen that really kind of translate here, and you can kind of connect the points.
So is that what you would suggest players start if they want to get into the story?
While we're waiting, if you want to jump into Cold War, it's a great time to go check out those main quests and get you ready as the story.
Yeah, I've been replaying Cold War Zombies. But all right, we're headed right into Zombies gameplay here. But a few quick things for those of you watching at home. We are spoiler-free today. We do not want to ruin the moment. Play it at launch. So the main quest and all the Easter eggs are actually turned off. And of course, the dedicated crew is back in round-based zombies in Black Ops 6. But since Liberty Falls happens concurrently with Terminus, dedicated crew is busy. They're trying to break out of prison, so they're not at Liberty Falls. We're going to see a different set of characters played by the folks here on that map today.
Yeah, and so, should be waiting any minute now to be jumping into the action, but it seems like once that's good to go, Black Ops 6 Zombies is live. There you have it, and we are in to the action. We're going to be sticking around with this one for a little bit, talking about what we're going to be seeing, and I'm just excited to have round-based zombies back. That is going to be really exciting. Just fun, kind of to see how far you can climb, right? That's always the gimmick. You know what I mean? You want to see how far you can go on that one.
So guys, we're already at round 10. Where on the map are we right now?
This is the bank here, so they're inside. You can actually get up on the roof of here too. We call this the Alamo. It's like the last holdout that they had here, Project Janus. So it's actually where you'll find the Wonder Fizz inside here. Yeah, we have Juggernaut. This is kind of the classic Juggernaut central point of the map. So there's a lot of good things, a lot of connections you can make between the two major sections here.
So we see we're in this mission right now, Liberty Falls. Who's your handler? What's the goal of the Liberty Falls mission?
Right. So we actually got introduced to our handler in the cinematic, John Blanchard, and he's the head of Janus Security.
Okay.
Richtofen told him, lock it down, try to protect Liberty Falls. As we see here, they didn't really succeed. So you enter as an outside group, and he mistakes you as part of Project Janus. So he starts to team up with you and guide you along to try to salvage the situation, see if anyone's still alive, figure out what's going on, really just try to contain
But you said that he assumes that you are a part of the group.
So you might not be.
It might not be.
Oh.
TBD.
Okay, all right. That is, I'm quite curious to see how that story plays out with there, but that's going to be pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have someone in the bowling alley here. This is Liberty Lanes. And there's my guy, Mr. Peaks. Little neon Mr. Peaks on the wall.
Great place to do some training there on the bowling lanes.
Oh,
around
and we're crafting. We're at the crafting table.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, so crafting's
All
back.
kinds of goodies.
You can make support, which is mostly score streaks, but a self-revive. We're actually limiting how many self-revives you can craft in a game now to 3.
So only 3 per match.
Make it a little tougher and higher rounds, less opportunities.
I definitely needed that. I needed.
Oh, here's our first abomination.
Okay.
And he's gone.
I mean, that ray gun is... You can always leave it up to the ray gun. Yeah.
Somebody, of course, they go and lock out the ray gun.
So the ray gun has a new look that we're...
Yeah, so the weapons team did an amazing job. They remodeled the weapon and gave it a huge polish pass. So, like the weapon inspect, it looks amazing. You actually see the cartridges as you reload.
There's a lot more animations when he's firing it too. You could see it was revolving around there. So it's really neat. Yeah.
I'm sure we're going to get another ray gun look as we get further into Liberty Falls. Benny Central here, round 11.
Yeah. Now, something I'm curious about, because the world looks very lived in. It's got a lot of, it seems like it has a lot of layers to it, and there's a story to be told in the map itself, right? So, what is like being in this map? Like, how does this relate to the players? Like, are there going to be some goodies that they could find around here? Like, what do we have?
Yeah, we have an epic main quest here in this map that you'll be able to experience when it comes out. And, as part of that, we are really upping the challenge this time around. So I think people will be pleasantly surprised of what they need to do to kind of do, challenge their skills and their puzzle solving abilities. But, we also have some really cool rewards for that as well. So we have new operator skins and actually for the first time Wonder Weapon skins as well.
Wonder Weapon skins. That is something that I think people are going to be
the ability to make your ray gun look like a different ray gun.
We're super excited for the day one hunt, on this map. Everyone's really stoked, working on the map. We can't wait.
Yeah, I'm not going to get a lot of work done that day. I got to be honest with you guys.
Yeah.
If you're looking for anything, I'm going to be busy.
You can definitely also see the Omni movement as well playing a role in this too, right? That has to add a different layer to this, because now, before you're like, oh, I got to turn around and run. But now you could just slide back. Yeah, you could just move away. Has that added some fun layers to the Zombies experience?
I'd say definitely with PhD Flopper, you could see up on the hill there, you grab that, you run and jump down, do an awesome back dive and explode, and it's great. It's really cool. Yeah. The movement makes it so fluid to get around.
You can run backwards now, but there might be zombies behind you, so it's not necessarily an advantage.
It's safe to assume there are zombies anywhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
So actually, we have third-person mode.
Yes, and we're seeing it right here.
There you go.
Oh,
so
snap.
That's kind of a nice way, if you're able to play like this, to get a little bit more awareness behind you.
Wow, I did not realize that. That is actually really cool. And then you can also see just like the wild slides.
Yeah. We're showing off.
It shows off Omni movement really well.
Yeah. Cool. No, that's pretty damn awesome. So now, in terms of main quest, can we confirm here that they're every map is going to have like a main quest at launch?
Definitely. Yeah? We'll have both at the launch. Both these maps will have main quests that we're super stoked for people to play. We've been putting a lot of effort in, tuning and balancing these things. So it's going to be a good challenge. We can't wait.
Should we be expecting that difficulty to be climbing up and again harder and harder?
Yeah, I think we're always trying.
Yeah,
it's tough when the world is trying to solve a single puzzle, but it's like we always want to make sure the steps are intuitive but hard to discover initially. It's an interesting balance, and we always give it a shot every time, and always trying to hone
challenge your skills too. Right?
Of course.
Yeah. Ultimately, we want more people to dive into the main quests and enjoy the narrative, discover the narrative in Zombies. Anthony, what have you got for players who might be newer to Zombies with Black Ops 6?
Yeah, so in BO6 we have what we're calling directed mode, which as the name suggests will help direct the players through the main quest. What we've done is allow the quest, or rather the rounds, to progress as the player opens up the map and completes the quest. So as they finish steps, the rounds will ramp up. It'll help keep things under control. We've given it a general cap of round 15, so things will never get too crazy for the players.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're really excited about
So
that.
you've never really dived into the Zombies experience before. That is like the best way to do it, to like acclimate yourself to that to that gameplay.
Yeah, I know. I think we all know someone that has just either been intimidated or just hasn't been able to get into the main quest because of the difficulty, and we're hoping that this will be a good on-ramp for them. Oh,
we're seeing a trap.
It's Etherella.
Just in.
Etherella.
Yep.
So this is a new trap just on Liberty Falls.
Yeah.
Tell us about Etherella here.
This is a life-size action figure here from a comic book, right? That actually you can fire this up, and she blasts zombies with her laser death beam eyes here. But you gotta watch out there because your head could get clipped too. So be sure to crouch.
Big guy was taking some shots there.
Big guy was taking some collateral damage.
You don't want to hang out in the comic book on top of the counter there. You might get blasted during that. But there's great witty comments as part of that as well. It's really fun. And there's another trap they might come across here as well. The Dark Ether Field trap is around here, and that's a really cool project. Janice set those up. And actually, it'll slow down and dissolve zombies actually when they're in there. And you can kind of
we love dissolving zombies
and lure them, but you don't want to linger there too long either. It's going to impact you after a little bit of time. So those are really fun too.
A good zombie. Yeah, a good zombie dissolving goes a long way for the soul.
Rampage inducer.
Now, I understand as well, because there are a lot of new things that are going to come into zombies. It looks so fun.
Oh, somebody's got the jet gun.
Somebody's got the jet gun. Okay, so
speaking of
Punch, one of the OGs, we could talk about this. Every map has its own unique wonder weapon. In Black Ops 6.
Yes.
What are we looking at here?
This is the jet gun, right, for this map. This is a favorite returning, maybe fan favorite from Transit that we're actually boosting up here, and you're not gonna break it apart now, right? Like last time, you're gonna actually keep it. It just overheats. So once you construct it, you have it. So obviously, if people haven't played it before, it's made from a big jet engine. So it's gonna suck in all these zombies, chop them up, kind of spit them out the back end of that. You can actually pull in, salvage, stuff like power-ups. We have weapons and things like that too. If you get, so it's really fun to use that weapon, just cranking through the zombies. But it also has a new specialty weapon blast that you can do and charge up, and it fires off and
that's sick.
In case of emergency, break glass type scenario.
Yeah, for sure. Well, like I said, a lot of new things that are going to be coming to this. We just saw even things that are returning that are getting a fresh coat of paint on it. But also, I want to talk about the new perk machines as well, because there's one name in particular that I absolutely love, the Melee Macchiato. It's just too good. What is it? What can you tell us about it?
So this perk machine is new, and it is everything that is 90s. We've got grunge rock, we've got boxy, we've got coffee. So
coffee shops, what's better?
Yeah. So Melee
called a cappuccino. Wait till you see what it costs. Nice.
You drink it, it replaces your gun butt with this lethal punch that sends zombies flying. Really fun to use. It also ties in nicely with our dedicated melee, which is also coming to zombies. So when you bring your baseball bat and your knife in, it buffs the damage for that as well. So it's a really nice perk, especially early rounds to get a kind of a heads
here's the armor buy, which is new.
Yeah, so we've moved armor as wall buys instead of, it used to get it, you'd have to get it from the arsenal. And so now it's such an important thing. That we thought we wanted to get that out there at the level, and it's part of the core progression, right? You're deciding, do I want to get Jug or do I want to get Tier 2 armor?
Yeah,
right?
and
that kind of thing.
And that can obviously, be your undoing ultimately, or it could be the thing that bails you out in the end, right?
Prepare accordingly.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's not just about, all of the new things coming to Zombie, because we actually have some really awesome things returning from previous Zombies experiences that have that exciting twist on top. And one of those things that's hugely important is Gobblegums.
Yeah, so we might have seen it somewhere around here, but we've got several Gobblegum machines in the world. Gobblegums are a consumable buff system that was first introduced in Black Ops 3. They're really fun. You use them and you kind of break the rules. It gives you little really powerful abilities for a little bit of a time, or kind of progresses your growth. We made a lot of improvements this game, so you always have to earn things in zombies. So it's still important. You make your pack in the front end, but once you get in, you still have to go to these machines. One's free every round.
But you can earn them just through playing, to your point.
As you play, as rounds turn, you always have a chance to earn a gum.
Okay.
What's new and really cool is we actually allow you to take 3 and store them on yourself. So you can actually kind of strategize or make combos and decide how to use them. It uses the score streak menu, very similar to MP. So if you're familiar with that, kind of sorting between those, you can do it here.
Yeah.
Really excited to see how people are going to kind of
just feels like you guys are
these things
doing
out.
such a great job of just making sure that like the person who only plays multiplayer can go over to zombies and also feel at home with like some of the mechanics that kind of transfer over, which I think is really cool. Yeah.
I mean,
and that's the awesome thing, especially about like Omni movement, the global systems that are coming. We have we called out the HUD presets earlier, which you'll be able to see in zombies as well. Dedicated melee. We've got
just like
plenty of stuff.
So much of the stuff we do at the core is so buttery smooth. It's like we want to bring that over into zombies.
You're making me hungry. We're talking about coffee and butter. And maybe it's something about watching the zombies try to eat you that's
yeah, it's a little bit of that, but it's a different kind of hunger.
Yeah.
A bit more evil.
So Kevin, augments are also a huge new thing coming to zombies in Black Ops 6. And I've heard this referred to as build crafting a little bit. You get the combos going. You know, how's this going to work?
Yeah, so this is the evolution of a permanent progression system that we introduced in Cold War. This idea that the longer you play zombies, you get to power up your abilities, your field upgrades, your perks, your ammo mods, make them more powerful. What's different this time around is you're unlocking augments, and there's 6 per category of content. So you have minors and majors, and you can equip one of each. And the idea here is that depending on what you're trying to do in the game, whether it's high rounds, playing as a group, going for the main quest, right? That's really going to impact how you build your augments and what you set. And so ultimately, you're making your Juggernog your Juggernog.
Yeah.
Your Juggernog.
It's my Juggernog.
Yeah.
Your Juggernog is not like mine. Or maybe it is.
Maybe it is. I'm a support player.
So maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
But there's over 100 of these to unlock, and it's going to be a very lengthy journey to unlock all of them. So, yeah, just really excited to see like what combos people come up with and builds.
One thing that I always loved when at the studio, when you guys talk about the making of Black Ops 6, sort of these set of core pillars that the game was built around, and one of those is become monster. And that's something that's interwoven across the entire game, but you folks on the zombies team said, hey, we'll take that literally, and that seems like how we got mutant injection.
Yeah, it's a blast, right? So yeah, here we have it. You inject yourself, and you actually can become a mangler for a limited amount of time, and you just plow through zombies and chop them up and blast them. It's great, you know. And we've been wanting to do this for a really long time, and the animators actually showed us like, hey, check this out. Like, let's do this. Let's make this happen in this game. So we're like, yeah. So this is the first score streak that's really meant for zombies, and it's just such a blast to play.
Also, you can hear the maniacal laughter coming from the. He's like, you know.
I feel like it's like being a chopper gunner on the ground. Like you're a living chopper gunner. It's like that level of power.
I think you said yesterday too, like the mangler on mangler crime. If you use mutant injection on another, on a mangler.
Battle, it's great. And the VO that he says is great during that too. It's
incredible.
Hilarious. It's
like, got to see that.
No, for sure. All right, well, there's other things to talk about here as well. Kevin, why don't you go ahead and tell us about the Arsenal as well, and like what should we be expecting there?
Yeah, so we've really streamlined the Arsenal this game, and also kind of given it a glow up. It's, it'll be found on the level. It's a one-stop shop for weapon upgrades. It's where you spend your salvage to upgrade rarity and apply ammo mods. What's also really cool though is this time it's kind of got an AI drill and sergeant voice, and it will actually kind of call you out if it notices that you run nearby it. If your weapon's underpowered, it might be like kind of shout at you.
Yeah, I love it when my NPCs judge me.
To get over here and upgrade because it's really important to kind of keep up with the power band as these zombies get harder and harder.
Yeah, we just heard someone wail.
I just heard someone scream at no behind us. So
that's how you know they were in a good run.
They might have hit that death animation that we've been hoping to see.
Oh man, and this the abomination is just horrifying. I am not looking. There's like one outside too, right? There's like some massive one. There's just so much to talk about. We're going to be talking about it. Don't worry, folks. Plenty to yap about when it comes to zombies. But we're going to take a quick break, and when we return, we're talking some more Black Ops 6. See you guys on the other side.
Play like a pro on a big screen TV up to 98 inches from TCL, the official TV of Call of Duty. Share the wins. Elgato, the official streaming partner of Call of Duty. AMD, official CPU and GPU partner of Call of Duty Next. Herman Miller Gaming is happy to be the chair provider for Call of Duty Next. Today's players are sitting in Herman Miller Gaming embodied chairs. Check out which gaming chair is best for you at hermanmiller.com/gaming. Triumph, official motorcycle partner of Black Ops 6. Customize your typing. Drop, the official keycap partner of Call of Duty.
Pre-order the new half-scale DG2 Wunderwaffe replica. Bonus, all fans who grab one of these for their collection will get a gift with purchase. Exclusive gold lightning weapon camo.
Okay, we are also obsessed.
How was that?
We were obsessed with Abby. That was Abby, which is our pet name for the 2-scale mega abomination.
Yeah, because he gave that thing a pet name. Oh my word.
Abby.
She hasn't eaten anyone yet.
Yeah, she's been very demure, very respectful.
Very cutesy, very thoughtful, but there's actually a team articulating her smoke, all of the things. She did a moment for the creators yesterday as they were coming in.
Holy crap.
She is so cool.
She has to come home with us. I love her so much.
So we've been in here, so I haven't really had an opportunity to see. And, you know, I saw when I came in today, and I was like, oh, wow, that's big. You know, didn't think much about it. But when you see it moving around and stuff, that really hits home. That is utterly fascinating. And actually, as a matter of fact, you can see right there that there is a little placard. I actually have it right here.
Here we go. We have officially won.
I am also a Guinness Book of World Record holder, so I'm very proud to hold this alongside my colleagues at Activision and Treyarch, because this is the largest marionette of a video game character achieved by Activision, Call of Duty USA, in Washington, D.C. on the 27th of August, 2024.
Abby's a star.
Congratulations,
Yeah, we're so proud of her and the team that brought her
built her at Treyarch. So thank you, Zombies team. Huge moment. Guinness World Record holder.
That's a real one. That's a real one right there. That's pretty awesome.
And there's baby Abby.
Yes.
Oh, yes. I mean, again, all horrifying, but now smaller size. So that's just great.
Extra cute.
Extra cutesy. You love to see it. All right. Well, now we're ready, obviously, to talk more about zombies, Steph. But what do we have next here? Because we got a lot of good stuff here to dive into.
Yeah, we talked about Wonder Weapons a little bit. You guys got a quick look at the Wunderwaffe. Wunderwaffe, which we have all been arguing about, which is the correct way. I think I'm siding with the internet. I'm saying
I just call it the DG2 because I can barely grasp the English language.
But every map will have its own unique wonder weapon. We got a quick look at the Thrustodyne, but let's go back and have another look here.
The Thrustodyne.
AKA the jet gun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I love that it's called the Thrustodyne, but in its core, it's just a giant jet engine. It's just gonna devour people.
Yeah. Model 23. You know, it's like, what were those other 22 models? It makes you wonder.
It truly makes you wonder what that first version looked like,
and saw
the person who used it.
We saw in gameplay a little bit, but of course, we still have.
There's that blast attack. Right?
Oh yeah, the blast attack is real. We still have Old Faithful is there, so we got a quick look at the ray gun, but the ray gun has had a bit of a makeover.
Yeah,
there she is.
Good it looks.
So
the weapons
cool.
team knocked it out of the park.
That reload animation is so sick.
So cool.
Man.
And it rotates, right?
Yeah. The back spins, it rotates. You know, you can
tell, like,
beautiful.
just again, a lot of work was put into that. A lot of care was put into that. So the whole team.
Can't wait till you see the Wonder Weapon skin for it. You know, I'm gonna show it now, but
we saw a few skins for it as well. I think some people were running around with it.
There's Pack-a-Punch for both of them in there now, right? Which is great. The jet gun can Pack-a-Punch too, right?
Complete the main quest.
Yeah. Maybe we'll see what it looks like.
See what that looks like. You know.
Now you really can't talk about the Wunda weapons without mentioning the iconic Wunderwaffe, a.k.a. the DG2. And for all those Call of Duty collectors out there, we actually have something pretty dope to show you. Check this out.
Oh,
Bam.
there she is.
Boom. Now, not exactly, this is obviously a smaller version of it. A little half scale of it here, of the Wunderwaffe DG2 replica that is now available for pre-order on the Call of Duty shop. And we saw Richtofen use the DG2 in the Liberty Falls cinematic and use it in a lot of creative ways as well, might I add.
Reloading with a zombie's head.
Yeah, that just seemed like a thing to do in the moment, right? Very cool thing to do. But, of course, this right here is going to be a perfect shelf companion for, your ray gun collectible that released last year. And I want this. So I'm going to take it.
Kevin said it best earlier, is like, be like Richtofen, keep it next to your bed. You never know what trouble is lurking.
You get like a camo with this too, right? So you also get something else on top of it. So guys, come on, get out there.
An actual camo you can use in-game for buying the Wunderwaffe on the COD shop.
Yes.
Yeah, that is pretty darn cool. All right, folks. Well, with Black Ops 6 around the corner, now is the perfect time to grab this new addition to your Call of Duty collection. Of course, only available on shop.callofduty.com while supplies last. But that's not the only way to get your hands on one of these bad boys right here. Because Miles, tell us what you got for the people watching today. Let them know.
More Wunderwaffens?
Wunderwaffe, yes. You at home can have a chance to win one of 5 Black Ops 6 Zombies Wunderwaffe DG2s. All you have to do is go to X/Twitter and send a tweet with the hashtags #Cod Next, #Black Ops 6, and #Wunderwaffe Sweepstakes, and you'll be entered to win one of the 5 half-scale collectibles. Chris, that's is good.
Yo, I'm doing it right now, and I'm a little bit lazier than you, so I'm just going to scan this QR code. That's going to help me pre-draft everything, and then I can just tag you and tell you how much better I am at Call of Duty Zombies.
Oh, Zombies. Hey, we got to 28, though. That was pretty rocking. How about you at home, folks? Are you ready to get into the Zombies action? Here, in Call of Duty's Black Ops 6 Zombies. Absolute shenanigans here in D.C. Save us, Golden Boy.
They're having way too much fun with that elevated camera.
That stage is so good. I am obsessed with it.
All right. Well, look, guys, and I know there was a lot to talk about here. Briefly, I did want to touch on real fast because we had talked about directed mode real quick. But just wanted, I know you guys wanted to emphasize something real fast.
I want to call it, that is actually going to be happening after the launch. So we want to make sure we have that initial window for all of our dedicated audience to go solve that main quest the old-fashioned way.
Got it.
And the idea is, at the start of Season 1, directed mode will come out, and thereafter in seasons, to open it up for more people to experience.
That's awesome. That's awesome. You want people to, feel like, they can discover what they want to discover, but at the same time be able to introduce new players to the Zombies experience, because everyone should play Zombies.
Yeah,
it's freaking awesome.
At that point, too, you group up with your friends who might have done it already.
Yeah.
Bring them on, get your new friends involved.
Unique rewards.
Maybe join the hunt.
Yeah.
The next time around, once you got your feet wet.
So we saw this a little bit earlier in the show, but I am very excited to talk progression challenges coming to Zombies, which includes some incredibly mastery camos that you're seeing on screen now. Kevin.
Here's our time to shine. These zombie mastery camos are equally awesome as the MP. This one's Afterlife. Looks incredible, but I am really excited about Nebula. This thing, when you fire it, it actually kind of heats up in a way,
that looks cool.
And it just becomes more dynamic the longer you fire it, and it feels like you're like, I don't know, weaponizing the cosmos.
I like that. That is a phrase right there. Weaponizing the cosmos for success.
Reticle challenges and the Dark Ops challenges also coming to Zombies, plus the camo track. The camo grind is almost here. I can taste it.
Yeah.
And Prestige shared across all modes.
Classic Prestige across every mode.
And that is just really, really cool. So there's so much, just so many cool things to talk about here today. But look, if you're like me, I've been oohing and on at all the nice, juicy camos that we've been seeing here today. And I mean, again, you have so much that you can lean on here. Make sure you guys are out there, digitally pre-order Black Ops 6, or you can subscribe to select Game Pass plans and get the Reflect 115 camo pack. Of course, playable immediately in Modern Warfare 3 and Warzone. And these look really cool. I mean, just the visual is just striking in of itself there, Steph. Pretty dope.
I already have these.
Yeah.
I'm going to go home and play with them.
I don't doubt it. You have probably everything.
Yeah.
Your inventory is probably wild.
I play a lot of this game, needless to say. But it's another really cool thing coming to Black Ops 6, Zombies. are evolving enemies.
Yeah.
Kevin first described this to me as zombie popcorn, which is really gross. But
Changes
Anthony,
popcorn forever for me.
yeah, Anthony, tell us how these work.
Yeah, so basically we have what's the start of an evolutionary chain represented in the parasite and the vermin. And basically these things will pop out of zombies dynamically throughout an engagement. So kind of switch it up for you. You know, you think you're clearing your horde and all of a sudden a giant head pops off and turns into a spider and comes after you. And so you have to kind of change where you're aiming. You know, it mixes things up, keeps it interesting, you know, keeps it challenging. You have to look down, look up. So, yeah, it really just switches things up for you.
Because if there's one thing that we all needed, it's more ways for things to kill us.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely.
I mean, really, it's just more creative ways.
Never
Evolutionary.
enough ways to die. Never enough ways to die.
If you think these are terrifying, there's more on the way.
Just wait till the live
We
season.
got stuff for you.
Oh, man,
Oh,
it's just
man.
nasty.
There are more coming. And speaking of things to come, Treyarch team, we've obviously got 2 awesome maps at launch, but what can you tell us? You know, what do you got in store for us and beyond that in the live seasons?
So what I can say is that the next map is going to be coming by the end of this year.
Oh,
and that is going to be
round-based zombies map.
really setting the tone for how all in and round-based we are this year.
Yeah, that's quite significant. I mean, you're just so many options for ways to be able to play. That has to feel pretty good for you guys and the team to be able to deliver so much like this.
It feels amazing.
Yeah, I'm personally I think we're all just really stoked about all the maps that we're going to come with. Everything just helps kind of tell the story and just pair all the maps themselves pair with the story we're trying to tell. So yeah, we're all really excited.
So excited.
Yeah.
About it.
Oh,
okay.
Oh,
there we go.
This is a mutant injection, is it not?
Indeed,
Yes,
it is. Yeah.
Oh my word! You can see him go, oh yeah,
Yeah.
It's like the Kool-Aid Man on steroids.
I like his nod of approval.
He might be. I mean, he's all the way in 21, so Ink Flasher is retreating here as we're seeing.
We're not even getting to the rounds where it gets hard yet.
Yeah, and I'm seeing, so there is like a time frame that you have for it, so I can't just go and live out my destructive fantasies unlimited.
coming back out now.
For a limited time only. Get it while it's hot. Oh man, that is so cool. It just looks absolutely devastating. That would be such a fun way to just clear massive waves of zombies.
Yep. You want to hold on to it for the right time when you really need that, and then
Look at
pop
that
that and go for it.
Wow.
Awesome.
Oh, we got ourselves a jet gun again.
Oh no, that's a mangler cannon.
Oh wait, that's the mangler?
Yeah.
So
If
you shoot the mangler cannon off of a mangler, he has a chance to drop this thing. You can pick it up and get a couple shots, or you can go craft it as well. So it's another kind of a smaller way to get some zombies.
Spend your salvage,
Yeah.
get the mangler cannon, or find it. Maim a mangler.
All sorts of ways to kill zombies.
Oh man, well I tell you, it really has been awesome to see all the things that are coming to zombies. And like I said before, it really just feels like you could feel the enthusiasm. I could tell, having talked to you guys, you know, behind the scenes stuff, how much you love this, and it just comes across, you know, to the game that you guys have created, but also to how you guys passionately talk about it. So thank you.
Yeah,
It's so much fun.
It was a pleasure being here. We're just excited.
Yeah, round-based zombies is back. Thank you, Treyarch team. It's been incredible to see everyone here at Call of Duty Next playing Liberty Falls, our first ever gameplay of Liberty Falls. It's been an absolute blast having you guys on the desk with us. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us here on the broadcast now. But folks, when we come back, we're going to be diving into some live Resurgence gameplay on the brand new map we're revealing for a new chapter of Warzone. And of course, we're going to be joined by both Treyarch and Raven here at the desk. So make sure you stay tuned. Warzone's coming up right after this, folks. Don't go anywhere.
Experience the world of Call of Duty with Corsair, the official gaming hardware and peripheral partner of Call of Duty. Introducing the Call of Duty Black Ops 6 collaboration from Movement. Get early access with email sign up at movement.com/COD. Call of Duty Next is powered by Xfinity. Stay ahead of the game with ultra-fast speeds and a smooth, low-lag connection. Operators get ready to unleash a force of nature with Polaris Razor Pro R, dropping into Call of Duty Warzone in Season 1. Change your game. Scuff Gaming, the official controller partner of Call of Duty. Take your Call of Duty gameplay to the next level with Nanoleaf's modular RGB smart lights. Step into the game and sync your lights with the action on screen for the highest level of gaming immersion. Origin. Customize your PC. Official gaming PC and gaming laptop of Call of Duty.
Welcome back, folks. I'm here with the Call of Duty legend himself, FIFA Kill, and our fans have actually been voting on the question that they're most excited to ask our creators and hear them answer. So, the winning fan voted question was, how have you used the new Omni movement system, and how has it been so far today?
I mean, it's feeling good, I'm going to be honest. At the start, I was a little slow. I'm not exactly a movement king, no Joe-Wo, but I got used to it. We started cooking. I was moving around, diving over tables, looking behind me. I was going a little crazy. I think I got a 99 kill game earlier. So I'm liking the movement. It's feeling good. I like the slide too. You can like slide and then go down into like a laying backwards kind of thing. It's crazy.
It's good because you're flexible. You can kind of pursue your own movement and what you want to do on a map as well. Now, you did mention Joe-Wo. I know he's the movement king, but with this new hairstyle, you might be starting to overtake him with this new alter ego that you've got.
I don't know about Joe-Wo. I've been called Ninja a lot. But no, I'm moving different. I can't lie. I've never been a movement king myself, but the Omni movement is great. When you guys try it, you'll see as well. It's very fluid. It's very, very natural. It feels good. I'm happy about it. I'm loving it.
Love to hear that. FIFA Kill's moving different. Let's see what our other creators think. Robert, who you got?
Hey, what's up, Lottie? I'm here with the Warzone GOAT himself, Balls. All right, Balls, tell us what you think about this new Omni movement system.
All right, man, look, this new Omni movement system, I'm not gonna lie, feels really, really fluid. I think there's gonna be a big skill gap, and I don't know, I feel like I barely got to play a little bit, so I have like a 1% idea of what to even expect, man. But so far, I feel like it's gonna be really fun.
Okay. All right, so now we got 16 new 6 versus 6 maps. We got 4 at launch, and we got 12 new weapons. What are you looking forward to most from this next Warzone?
From Warzone in general, man, I'm really excited to just kind of see what kind of changes are new and what things that they're adding. I don't know what we're allowed to talk about yet, but there's some cool stuff coming. I ain't gonna leak anything. I'm assuming maybe we can talk about it. I don't know, but there's some cool things that we kind of found out during the preview that are like super dope. So I'm excited for the movement to see how much that changes things and just to feel like COD's fresh again.
Yeah, if you're excited about it, you know we're excited about it. All right, so now, before we bounce, I want to play a game with you. All right, I got 2 props. One is a GOAT, all right? You hold that. All right, and the next one is a piece of coal. I want you to go around and give these to the creators that you believe deserve them most. All right, here we go.
It's only 3 GOATs?
Only 3 GOATs.
Oh, shoot. All right, let's go find.
All right. Go! Come on. Here we go. He's running. Whoa. All right, nice. Come on now. Who's the GOAT? Who's our GOAT? Uh-oh. Amir. No, he gave Amir a piece of coal. All right, here we go. All right, now why is he a GOAT?
Hey, he's quite literally the best player in the game right now, hands down.
Real quick. Yeah, let's get it.
How you doing, brother?
Yo, what's good, man? What's good?
He said you're the best in the world right now.
Yeah, someone would say.
I like it. He's humble.
Them two, they're teammates. That's why.
RG3, what's up, man? What's good? Oh,
I love the hair.
I appreciate it, man. What's good? What's cracking?
They're the best team in the world right now. Them 2 plus 1. So I think it's only fair to call them the GOATs. Plus 1 more. Come on, let's go.
Here we go. Okay. Here we go. Hey, all right, who we got here?
All right, my boy Diaz Bippo, he's the third of the 2 that we just went to. Here, we're giving him the last GOAT status. But look, man, we got a lot of people to get GOAT. D, talk to me, man. How you feeling, bro?
I feel good, man. I feel good.
What do you think about me calling you one of the GOATs?
You appreciate the gas? Hey, he said you're one of the best in the world. All right, find the coal. Let's find the coal. Oh, man. He gave him coal.
That's my GOAT. Look, man, this guy lives with me. He's got to, bro. I got to give him one. I got to.
My dog. I appreciate that.
All right. Hey, we appreciate your repos. All right. And Lottie, why don't you go ahead and tell them a little bit more about the beta?
Unbelievable. He gave him coal and then dapped him up. I mean, that is the craziest switch around I have ever seen, but that's why I've got RG3 over there doing the cardio, and I'm giving you guys the good news. The Black Ops 6 multiplayer beta early access kicks off on all platforms in 2 days on August 30th at 10 a.m. Pacific. Pre-order now for early access so you can jump into the beta starting on Friday. Now, let's jump over back to the desk where developers from Treyarch and Raven will be joining us for all things Warzone.
Thank you so much for that, Lottie, and welcome back to Call of Duty Next. And we are about to watch some live Call of Duty Warzone gameplay. I'm stoked. It's going to be awesome. Steph, we got some guests with us here today, too.
That's right, GB. We've got the very first live gameplay of the all-new map coming to Season 1 later this year. So buckle up, because you're going to want to see the debut of this Resurgence map coming up here shortly. But we are excited to welcome our guests to the desk. More talented people from Treyarch. We have Brittany Beidelman and Miles Leslie. Guys, it's almost time.
Let's go.
Yeah,
I'm so hyped
you're
up.
excited?
Let's go.
I mean,
yes.
like the electricity in the room.
Play. Let's go.
Okay, all right.
I do too.
So you know what? Let's just jump right into it. Let me not waste you guys' time anymore here. All right, Brittany, Miles, of course, thank you so much for joining us here today. And we're going to be talking about this new Resurgence map that's going to be coming to Warzone, courtesy of Treyarch. What it's been like building this experience for y'all, because it must feel great to see it now out in the world.
Yeah, it's been really putting so much passion across all the teams, and special shout out to the Treyarch teams, the Raven team, the High Moon Studios teams. Everyone has really come together on what the dream and vision of this map is, and every single piece has been touched. So much intention. We're so excited to talk about it and show it off.
Nice.
Because it's been a minute since we've had a new Treyarch map in Warzone, so this is really exciting.
It's a big moment, yeah.
Yeah, the team at Treyarch has been working tirelessly on this map. We are thrilled to finally be able to talk about it and show it to the world.
I love that. Well, here we go. I mean, look, guys, without further ado, let us introduce you to
Area 99.
All right, Area 99.
Welcome to the Pod Dormitory. Weapons testing. Mannequin assembly. A nuclear reactor. The House Factory. Nuketown shipping. Well, howdy there, folks. It's your old pal, Archie Adams, to welcome you to the one and only Echo. Safety first. When in doubt, ask what would Archie do?
We have arrived at the birthplace of Nuketown.
Wow.
And here's your very first look at our overhead tac map of Area 99. Brittany, we're here.
Made it. Yes, we made it. You said it, Stephanie. Welcome to the birthplace of Nuketown. We have 10 POIs, each with their own gameplay flair and thematic connections to Nuketown. This is uniquely a Black Ops map with a ton of character. It is, we just cannot wait for players to get into this.
Yeah, and we actually have more POIs on the version of the TAC map that you're seeing here today. On the streamers TAC map, once they're in game, it's going to look a little different, but you know what? This is where we're headed for launch. You're obviously going to see alpha gameplay of Area 99. We got live gameplay coming up on Area 99 in just a few minutes, but first, let's take a closer look at our points of interest. Brittany, take us away.
Yeah, so Area 99, you're parachuting in. What's the first thing you see? Our Nuketown house suspended mid-air. It is so awesome. Up here, you have a view of other Nuketown houses that have been swallowed up by the sands of time. Then we have our test site. This is where experimental weapons are tested. The observant player may recognize that we have a prototype Guardian in the space, which is a fun nod.
Lots of little treats there.
Yeah, that's cool. It's pretty cool. That POI connects to our underground bunker space. So down here, the players are more self-contained, separated from the chaos on the surface. But I recommend grabbing a gas mask before going down there.
Okay.
Then we
Duly noted.
have our bunker space. This is our bullseye in the center of the map. It's also our tallest POI with multiple levels. But what's most important about this POI is actually that it is connected to every single other POI in the map through a network of trenches.
And it's got radioactive goo.
There's also radioactive goo.
You will take damage from.
Confirmed.
Trust me.
Yeah. We have our manufacturing POI. This is where the Nuketown houses are made. This space is fun. We have doors, windows being carried throughout the space. There may or may not be a sneaky zip line in here somewhere. I'm not going to tell you where it is.
You have to go and find
You
out.
gotta go find it.
Oh, I love everything about this.
Then we have our mannequin assembly space. This place is really fun. So, okay, the backstory of this is it has been overproducing mannequins throughout the years, and now
not scary at all.
It's a little bit creepy.
Yeah.
Players get to run through massive piles of mannequins. Mannequin limbs are just tossed throughout.
As one does.
Don't get squashed by our mannequin smasher. And then we have our pods. This is where the people who worked at Area 99 used to live. This is the fun, stacked, smaller engagements. And players here really need to listen for those footsteps of other players in order to hone in on their targets.
I mean, this just looks so cool. Everything
Pod's
about
final
this.
circle, absolutely wild.
Chaos.
I really hope we see one
Absolutely.
today in playtesting. Final circle on pods, you're going to have one of the wildest fights I've seen in Resurgence in a long time.
And something that stands out to me just looking at that overhead map real fast is a lot of color. You know, a lot of visual color that's really going to stand out when you're like moving through the map. You really get the idea that like, well, I'm moving into new POIs. I'm going into new environments.
Absolutely. That was super critical for us across just deconstructing Nuketown and bringing that color and fun in that sense back.
Yeah. Now, here's the other wild part that, you know, I genuinely just didn't even consider it being a thing, that there's a story around Nuketown. How did the creative come about for this? Because what an utterly fascinating way to approach not just making a map, but also tying in the lore of this simple map that we were introduced to years ago in Call of Duty. How did you guys come about doing it?
Yeah, I mean, we are super inspired by Nuketown. It's a fan favorite. We love it. And when we had the opportunity to bring something to Warzone, we really wanted to bring the frenetic energy of Nuketown. And so we deconstructed it. And part of that is the history of the space and how fans love the history of it and the gameplay. So we tore it apart, broke every single piece down. Like Brittany said, there's so much intention. But this had to be where they're making all those nuketowns and then shipping them off to the desert to blow
Plopping
them
them in
up.
the desert.
This old, abandoned military facility built in the 1950s, we leaned all the way in. And so when you see that color and you see so many unique POIs in gameplay, it all stems from that idea is, where was Nuketown made?
Yeah.
Area 99, baby.
Very, very interesting. Now, narratively, I'm absolutely just in. I'm down with this. But I'm also seeing a lot of really cool areas, Brittany. We can have some fun engagements. What were some of the core design philosophies that y'all wanted to implement on this to really make it feel like not just you're playing Nuketown, but you're playing Nuketown in a scale that's never been tested before?
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the most important things that we wanted to do with this map was, like Miles was saying, tell the origin story of Nuketown. And in fact, Nuketown itself was a key source of inspiration for our map.
Yeah.
So we pushed for more of a classic 3-lane design, and that was strategic because we want to funnel players together towards the center of the map.
Yeah.
And by doing this, you'll have quicker engagements, faster gameplay, and that's what we want from this space.
Yeah.
We also have a lot of vertical, taller buildings in the space, and that's also strategic because we want players to gain awareness of where other teams are, using the rooftops, things like that, help them think tactically in the space, and again, all for the need of having the faster engagements that we want in that space.
I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of really fun fights at Reactor, right in the center. As you mentioned, it's like a bullseye. It's tall. It's beautiful. There's underground
the second you
components.
drop you're in it.
Woo!
Yeah,
Let's
you're
go.
in it.
Yeah, again, all hit up with that toxic sludge.
All over the toxic. Yeah, well.
I'm going to land right into it. I already know that that's happening. My friends are just going to have to deal with it.
Strat.
Yeah.
But Brittany, what can players expect in terms of comparing Area 99 to other Resurgence maps that they know in Warzone right now?
Yeah, so players can expect this map to bring the fast, frenetic gameplay that we all know and love from the OG Nuketown. It's coming to Resurgence in Area 99. And when you look at the pre-existing portfolio of Resurgence maps, you'll see that Area 99 is actually very similar in size to Rebirth Island.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
man.
That'll make a lot of people excited. Also, another thing I had noticed as well is just, the map layout itself, gives you a lot of great opportunities for rotations, to really move around the map fluidly. It feels like you guys really thought about that. Like, how do you get from POI to POI in a very smooth manner, right?
Yeah, there's so much care, like Stephanie was saying, and the team's absolutely crushed it as we've been playtesting it, is having those conversations on rotations and approaching it from a Warzone and Resurgence point of view. That always key is, again, taking MP Nuketown for Resurgence is key. It absolutely feels and plays like it.
Yeah, well, speaking of the feels part of it, I mean, the aesthetic stands out big time.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So let's talk about that inspiration, why you guys went the direction that you went with this very retro style, if you will.
Yeah, so when you look at Nuketown and where really the origins of that, it's got this retro futurism sort of aesthetic.
There's a word for that.
There's a word for it.
There is a word for it.
Let me get the dictionary.
Conversation. Everyone is
Today I learned.
It's abandoned, but it's Nuketown. What does it mean?
Retro future. So this was a key inspiration across all the buildings, and really because it's a projection of almost what the 1950s thought the future was going to be. That's really through all the machinery, the robots, the crusher, the reactor. It feels like that, and that was important to us. So you're constantly immersed in Area 99, and you know it's Black Ops, you know it's special to this moment, and you know Area 99 is bringing something fresh and new.
And Archie.
And Archie Adam. Come on, you heard him at the top. He's really a special character to the team that we crafted to be the mascot for the nuclear reactor and the nuclear world that Area 99 is bringing. So
the spiritual leader of Area 99. I think we're going to see a lot of him.
Just remember, do what Archie does.
I love it. I love it.
You are going to hear him in the map. He's all over with the PAs. It's fantastic.
Awesome.
And of course, like I said, this is alpha gameplay that we're seeing here today at Next, because this map is obviously still few months away from launch, but the streamers here live at Next are going to be dropping into Area 99 shortly. Brittany, I have to ask you, I have my own thoughts. I have my own favorite place to land here. What do you think the hot drop's going to be today?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. I think the hot drop today is going to be our manufacturing POI. That's the one that has all the Nuketown houses getting built, right?
Okay. Any mini Nuketown.
All of them, yes. And so this is going to be a hot drop because it is a parkour playground inside. Players can run, jump, climb on all of the different house pieces. It's going to be so fun. And it's a good, testing ground for that Omni movement system.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
It's absolutely
My
fantastic.
favorite is, I have to say, House on a Crane. You talked about it first. It's
House
in
on a Crane.
Nuketown shipping. You cannot miss House on a Crane. You got a great vantage up there. Miles, do you have a favorite?
I do. So, I mean, it's hard to choose, but personally for me, I love to get into the command bunker underneath. I like the SMG, the shotgun. I like to really try to dominate that if I can. The circle might push me out, but I'm going to try to hold it. And I have a soft spot where really when you were looking at it is callback to Blackout, Nuketown Island bunkers underneath.
My
for everyone that
man.
knows.
My man. Love it.
It's got that vibe and that feel. So I love to just kind of sit down there like a hermit and a creep and just kind of like watching people.
Okay, duly noted.
Yeah,
We got to play
I'm gonna
sometime.
see you. I'm gonna see you down there.
Yeah.
See, I like that strategy too. Just way in the corner. Really, I
didn't say a corner. Okay, GB.
Well, I'm going to a corner.
He said command center.
Tactical defending.
Okay, but outside of the command center, we're looking outside the bunker. If I happen to look at the periphery of the map, out into the desert, saw some conversation about this online. What else might we see in that Nevada desert?
Well, you might see a hint of something fans love that might come later. We'll see.
Okay.
Get something with scope. You might see
A
something.
little hint
You guys,
there.
you guys out here with the teases and everything. My
can't give it
goodness
all
gracious!
away. Come on.
Every time. All right, folks. Well, we'll be back with more Warzone coverage, including talking about Battle Royale updates, ranked play, and more. But for now, though, let's send it over to our casters for some brand new gameplay of Resurgence maps, Area 99. Fellas, take it away.
Thank you very much, Alex. Area 99 is a mere moments away, but myself and Chris, raring to go.
Yes, I want to dress up as a mannequin, though.
Ooh,
just random comment.
Skin. Well, folks, we've got some very, very exciting news for you. That's right, folks. Welcome back to the Castle Circle, Miles and Puckett, and we are welcoming you right now to the TCL Power Hour. For those of you who were here last year, you know what it's all about, but during this next hour, we'll have our creators try to complete these 9 challenges while in the middle of the Battle Royale. These 9 challenges, we've come them 9 opportunities for you at home to win a 65-inch TCL TV. 9 of them.
65 inches?
65 inches and 9 chances to win 9 TVs.
I like these different challenges. This is going to make the gameplay extra spicy if it wasn't enough. And also, if you want to be involved, use hashtag Cod Next and hashtag TCLXCOD sweepstakes to enter. Check out the full rules below. Make sure you're doing it right, Miles.
So let's get to the game, Chris. We've got a whole lot of action to get through. Area 99, folks. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Honestly, can't wait, Chris. Mannequins.
Great.
Imagine a mannequin skin. That would be a very, very
I'm trying to get
thing.
it like in week 1. It might take till season 2, but I mean, who doesn't want to dress up?
I do. Look, the idea of a new Warzone map is incredibly exciting to me. I've been so pumped for this.
All right, get up.
So many talented gamers here as well. I was just looking around to see who would be in our lobbies. This should be fun.
Yeah, we had a chance to. I stood behind Shotzi for a while. I got to watch him running around. A little bit of trash talk. I was told to run across the stage and unplug Iceman Isaac's setup, and I wasn't going to do that. I wasn't going to do that, Chris. I'm not that guy.
No. And we should remind everybody, Stephanie said this a few times, this is just alpha. We're going to see an even more polished version by the time you get your hands on it. But Miles, you and I saw this last night. We had just a few hours into it. What did you like most when you were playing?
I mean, it sounds like quite a cop-out, Chris, but I just love the idea that a single map from Black Ops history can inspire this huge play space. The idea that we're going like the home of Nuketown. There's this weird sort of like nuclear family feeling going on. There's mannequins being built. There's all sorts of cool stuff. It's just very exciting.
10 different POIs, and yet we can see, of course, all of our players bounce around to different ones. They said what's going to be the hot drop? Maybe manufacturing. I think it's going to be Nuketown shipping, though. Everyone just wants to go to the place that has Nuketown in the name.
Yeah, right. I also love the idea that there is a sort of floating part of the Nuketown map above everyone. To me, it's just such a cool idea to, show a little bit of homage. I know you can look out across the desert, and in the distance there is, the OG Nuketown, which, let's face it, Chris, is going to be in this game somewhere, right?
Absolutely. I do have to say, Ghost, if you're watching this one, my boy Knight did not make it to Cod Next this year. I personally want to vouch for this guy after watching him play for Twisted Minds. Knight is a Resurgence monster, and he refuses to play the big maps. He's like, Resurgence is my home. Why leave?
Why leave? And again, the idea that this one is a similar size to Rebirth Island, very, very exciting. So again, you've seen the top-down view, you're seeing some of the action at home, you know what you're getting yourself into, folks. It should be a fantastic time. And the whole time, Chris, we've barely brought it up. The entire feeling of like Omni movement being in there, Brad is getting involved, lovely bit of work there with the Tanto 22, and he goes down, but look, a smile on his face, a heart full of joy.
Yeah, maybe you'll come back here in about 17 seconds, Bradders. Excited to have you with us here in DC. One of our 250 creators all playing Black Ops 6 for the first time. Let's take a look, though, at some of the other screens. It looks like Ocean Ops is continuing to dominate. His teammate fell, but Ocean Ops going to keep slaying out.
That's a lovely top-down look. Reactor, obviously the highest point of the map here.
To the pods.
The pods, boy. To the pods. Dive.
Are you a green pod or blue pod guy?
I think I'd be I'd quite like to look at that purpley pod.
You're a purple podder.
Although the yellow pod looks like the tallest one. And these sort of these habitation locations for the staff here at Area 99. Let's have a quick look and see how it looks on the inside. Ooh. Cool, look at this. Better than my place in LA.
Bigger than my New York City apartment as well. Well done, Future.
Well done, Bleak Future. This love, this atom punk vibe, plates, you name it. All the goodies you would expect from Warzone, and of course, brand new weapons here in Black Ops 6. See some dives, mate. Come on.
I was going to say,
you've been doing it all day, Bradders.
Decent ground loot as well. Every gun you pick up feels like you can do damage with it. There was very few items that I was like, this is never getting used.
A lot of nice shots there. Aim Brot taken down.
And J-God's in this lobby I just saw. Can we get a J-God screen up here?
He's on his team, man.
One of the legends, of course, of content when it comes to Warzone. If you ever want an update, you go to his channel. He's going to tell you what the meta weapon is, what to be doing in-game. He's a family man as well. Always entertaining.
Oh, very indeed a family man.
On the right side, I thought
Man who loves to pick apart his own gameplay. But once again, where are we going, folks? Where are we dropping? What's the game plan?
See, this is what happened. We had a good game going. We already
They had a good game going.
Yep.
Break it down for us,
Now
Jacob.
we're like on Regain Central.
Now
for
we're on
half
Regain
match.
Central.
Yep, okay.
I mean, Ocean's patrolling the rooftops, making sure he's got a safe landing. Is there any gear up here? That's going to help out.
Certainly going to help. That's a full squad
So we
mark.
got that best.
I love the narration of his own gameplay. Keeping the chat involved for maybe those who are driving or not necessarily paying too much attention to what they're
this is
seeing.
an instant
And so
YouTube
now
video,
we're
you know?
both. See, there's
Why
the
make
armor.
edits? Oh, it's quick looking at loot, dude.
He's trying to figure out the new pickups. Oh, okay, this is the armor satchel. What's this? Someone's shooting him in the back. I'm trying to make a YouTube video over here, mate.
Trying to read. All right, now we did get the reinforcement flare. That is going to be massive. Anyone who plays Resurgence already familiar with that aspect. But basically, you can get your buddies back extra fast, extra easily.
Well, another absolute demon in the Warzone world like Shamu.
Rooftop with me on ping.
Listen to comms already rooftop on ping. They're doing their absolute best, folks. Running through. That's a squad wipe. So the nice gold highlight there. Another change again to the user interface here on Black Ops 6.
And unfortunately, Espresso still looking over Shamu's body. He's not happy about it. We got to go over to Biffle, though. This guy, I think right now, if it's not Shifty, Biffle is the best player to ever touch Warzone.
I mean, we saw it. RuPaul's giving him the little goat statue for damn good reason. Watching his aims 85 here, one of the new assault rifles in BO6. He's giving it a lot of love in one of our pre-match segments. Big AR guy, bro.
I love this gun. It's absolutely amazing. You get to see Biffle run it. He's going to do some things that I can't do, so this is...
And of course, showcasing the new movement. How do you get to high ground? What's the head? He doesn't matter what armor you have. He has better aim. And that is another one added to the pile. You look at, is that 17 already?
Yeah, oh yeah, 17. That's the top right-hand side of the screen. Elimination count. 6 players remaining in the game as well, Chris. We are looking at a very, very late match here.
They pop the UAV. They know at least what 4 of them are, and this is just hunting time. This is what these boys do.
Well, he's going to dedicate money out. Does he have any idea? Does he have any idea that this is going to be a moment in there? Power hour. Looks like someone's going to get a TV.
Chauncey's coming on in, and here comes the revives as well. We love Power Hour. Once again, if you're just joining in, we have 9 65-inch televisions to dish out. All you got to do is hang out and throw up some hashtags.
A quick look at the cluster munitions, cluster strike. That's an absolute classic, a staple from the Warzone world. Good shots, couple of tags. Not an easy thing to do.
Yeah, still dialing in the XM4. This might not be the final goal.
It might not be. Who knows though? I mean, again, our players, they didn't necessarily have time to create their own custom classes, but what they picked up, they're very solid, you know.
No, they're going at the zone. They're going at the zone.
They got money for days, calling out the rotation. Biffle, I don't think so, he says. Ending your map a little bit early, and now they've got numbers advantage.
That player does get the revive, so a couple more folks coming back in. This game is not over yet, but Biffle, 18, looking for number 19. These shots are sensational with the ground loop.
I love what we're seeing here. The communication
A
is
gente tá
perfect.
indo pra
Always
batalha.
know where the
Se
enemies
equipa
are. They've
e
got 'em
espera.
on the map. Biffle on the flank is going to get caught out of here. Goes for the in-system reach out. You can't
Soldado inimigo chegando.
He's getting down. His teammates hitting the assassination. And that is your first Area 99 victory. Biffle and the boys.
Let's watch it one more time. This is Repulse's perspective. The podcast GOAT right now, and you can see they're dropping a 51 bomb as a squad. Welcome to Resurgence here at Black Ops 6.
That's not a bad place to be. Well, PG's there, folks. A very, very exciting look. Very, very exciting look there to start things off. What an unbelievable run. 51. We'll see if anyone can beat that during the day.
A quite delectable bite of Warzone action right there, Miles. Can't ask for a better ending. We have so many studs, though, in the building. So many fantastic players, and all of these players are live on the personal channels. So go find your favorite in addition to watching the
Insurgência Suprema. Sobreviva para o seu time poder remobilizar. Elimine alvos para trazer eles mais rápido. Seu líder aqui. Marca um ponto de aterrissagem, soldado.
Meio da prisão, né? Banheiro.
Tem um já lá.
Tá perdendo o terreno. Agiliza. Muito bem.
Yeah, that's I say that every time I start playing.
Yeah,
that's me, right? That's me. But
atenção, os inimigos mobilizaram uma estação de bomba.
They've been putting in develop the longest ever between Black Ops games. What are you looking most forward to?
I think for me personally,
Yeah, amigo.
it's definitely that Omni movement, and it's literally flipped the game on its head. Like, I didn't know what to expect before coming here, and now being here and playing it, it really is like, you can't, like, I'm going to go back and play the old path, and I'm just going to feel so different compared to what I was doing.
Tem esquadrão inimigo rastreando você. Tenta evitar ele. Você tá de volta. Vai lá quebrar tudo.
Tem dois, descendo.
Well, so RGJ,
Tem um inimigo
I saw
descendo
that
na
you
área.
had
Olho no céu.
one of the largest croissants ever in Paris. So what I did was
Seu companheiro tá de volta na luta. Bom trabalho.
Eu peguei indo pela portinha aqui, ó. Essa mesma portinha. Fora, galera.
Thank you. I'm starting to cook a little bit.
Is back over to you.
Very, very special guest. Very special.
Ainda outra vez a carregar. Segundos, fica viver.
Thanks for joining us. Yeah, of course. We're here with a very exciting announcement. The Endowment Tracer Pack will launch October 25th for Call of Duty Black Ops 6.
Você tá voltando pra luta. Aproveita a chance. Seu colega tá remobilizando. Muito bem.
Aí embaixo, acho que é um pouco de ali. Dá pro mercado.
Eu preciso de ajuda! Ih, puta, essa foi por pouco.
Chegando na área. Você vai ter outra chance. Mas vale a pena. Soldado inimigo chegando. Seu companheiro está de volta na luta. Bom trabalho.
As you mentioned, this is the first UK operator skin. What does it mean to be?
Well, our ethos as Roman commandos of the Special Forces is inextricably woven throughout this pack. From the operator field to the loadouts and the sentries. Proceeds from sales of this pack in both the US and UK.
Se prepara para remobilizar.
What can our players look forward to most?
Mantém fora, velho. 2 caras aí fora. Até de você, Marcos.
Recognize that the good they will do by purchasing this pack to help the veterans. Without giving too much away, I'd advise other players to watch their backs. To stay away from the
1,000 words.
Quantos deu?
Leave you all with just one.
Alvo abatido.
For a deeper dive into the pack components and more first looks, immediately following this broadcast, where Louis, Foxy, and I...
Hora da vingança. Você vai remobilizar.
And be sure to get the pack.
Seu colega está remobilizando. Muito bem.
For Call of Duty Black Ops 6, and join more
Preciso de cura!
We do have much more gameplay here at Call of Duty Next. You can grab the Endeavour Pack October 25th, and it all comes into the store. Thank you very much again, gents. Absolutely brilliant stuff.
Tá lá na frente, mano. Tem cara aqui em cima também.
Achei blindagem aqui. But for now, folks, you've just got me. What a day we've had so far here at Call of Duty Next.
Esquerda, hein, Marco?
Prepara, você vai voltar pra luta. Tem reforços chegando na área.
Buzz and Legion, Chris, what a squad.
I like what we're gonna see here. It's been a competition between Tim and
Tem muito cara em cima.
who can have the most ridiculous clips. I think Legion had more time alive.
Look, that certainly helps. Legion, though, just going down there. We're seeing on the left-hand side of the screen. And it looks like Tim has opted for a different HUD as well. Now, this is something we're going to be talking about plenty. Massive change here. Doesn't just
Costa, eita, Costa, nossa, mano. Dois caras aqui nas costas.
Você, soldado. Vai com
Eu nem tento.
Liquidação ativa. Preços da estação de compras reduzidos. Fiquem de olho em contratos de alto valor. É mais grana pelo seu esforço. Seu colega está remobilizando. Muito bem. Tem reforços chegando na área.
She's got the squad covered. Absolutely love that there. Legion, of course, and Tim, they're now coming back in. We'll see if our team of heroes and heroines can keep things rolling.
The lads are here. Let's see what we got. Ooh, that's not bad.
Seu colega identificou alvo de alto valor. Trabalho em equipe vai ser essencial.
It's just going to be a moment to wait for the squad.
Cuidado agora. A ressurgência vai acabar.
And this squad is devastating. Iceman Isaac, the Strat Wizard, alongside Keith and Joe, the movement king, showing you how he's going to survive.
Inimigo chegando na AO.
Tô vendo, eu sei.
Yui there, Pop.
Vê esse cara aqui em cima. Ah, não! Cara aí na rua. Caralho! Ah,
vai pegar ele.
Esse cara tá vindo um pouco mais embaixo.
É tudo com você. Fica vivo pro seu time poder remover.
Tem um cara marcando a escada, tá? Parte do meio.
Ajustando o preço.
Dois, na verdade. O Johnson tá longe.
I've measured the map a lot.
Seu companheiro está de volta na luta. Bom trabalho. Entrega de armamento seguindo para aí.
And high ground, of course, is always crucial anytime you're playing.
Tem reforços chegando na área.
Well, let's go over to destroy. This guy plays with so much confidence.
Seu colega está remobilizando. Muito bem.
Caralho, tão tudo em cima, velho. Quebrei os caras.
Desativada. Agora é tudo ou nada.
Ai, mata, mata! Ah. Tá, porra, mano.
Ainda estavam de pé. Eles pegaram a gente de jeito. Vamos recuar.
Já vi coisa pior.
Olha, mano, os caras tão ressando.
Big tags, nearly perfect shots. Wow. Even here on BO6, he's shooting hot.
Ripping through that body armor, and you can see they are just hunting at this point. They are going for a high score. Repulsing crew dropping 51 as a team.
UAV, we're looking for an advanced UAV in a moment. Yeah, there it is, advanced UAV. Pop 3, get the advanced. And now you're in serious trouble. Hisoka on the prowl here in the lobby. Precision airstrike on its way.
Once again, all these players are live. Go check out their individual point of view, especially this one. If you are the in-game leader, if you're the one calling out rotations for your squad, there's no one better than Hisoka. He has been a difference maker when it comes to endgame.
I think I watched Hisoka win the Warzone World Cup way back in 21, 22, something like that. Another precision there for Hisoka. Precision go bird, quite literally. Looking for some new gear by station. Not getting a huge amount of intel there because there's player cam blocking the way, but
you can see all these pings. They are all in the same building. Everyone is stacked up right now. They're just taking their time, frying away.
And a classic look here, Chris, at I mean, what feels like a map that we may have been on, if in the past, because of the sort of the feel, the vibe, but at the same time, Area 99, brand new. Can't wait to see more of it.
Absolutely. Let's check back in with our TCL Power Hour to see how we're doing so far.
Right now, our creators are trying to compete with these 9 challenges while in the middle of this battle royale. We've got a couple of them that are done. There we go. Dedicated melee done. Gunfighter wildcard elimination. Can we get that? And a combat axe, Chris. We've given away some TVs.
We need to see the combat axe elimination. 7 televisions already awarded. 2 more to go. And that gunfighter wildcard, that's going to be tough for us to track. But we're doing our best. We got admins all over the place.
Checa suas armas e equipamentos. A gente vai mobilizar. Tem um inimigo descendo na área. Olho no céu.
Play like a pro on a big screen TV up to 90 inches from TCL, the official TV of Call of Duty. Share the links. Elgato, the official streaming partner of Call of Duty. AMD, official streaming engine partner of Call of Duty Next.
Todas as estações, luz verde. A gente vai mobilizar e mostrar quem manda.
Colocar as informações igual. Você não consegue. Alexa, aumentar o volume. Alexa, próxima.
Insurgência Suprema.
Alexa,
sobreviva para remobilizar colegas caídos. Mate para fazer isso mais rápido. Beleza, a gente começou e você termina.
Próxima.
Gás a caminho. O esquadrão inteiro tá na zona segura.
Alexa, liberar a memória.
Caixas de suprimentos marcadas. Assegura os locais.
Porra, cara, estamos do mesmo lado.
Welcome back to Call of Duty Next. I'm Miles, this is Pocket, and if you're just tuning in, we're watching live gameplay for the new
Soldado inimigo chegando.
What you just saw, a bit of a teaser for the upcoming World Series Warzone final for going to Vegas.
It's gonna be so sick. A lot of competition at its best. You're gonna see.
Base confirmada, já achei o resto dele.
Serious cash and a lot of love there, but everyone, we're going back in, Chris. We've got lots to see still. Joe, we get
Okay, and already he is pushing for double-digit eliminations. They're just murking their way through the lobby. Once again, the highest we saw.
Amigo. Amigo. Filha da puta.
Going for the selfie should be a problem.
Remobilizando, vai se vingar.
Então, o que acontece? Esse vãozinho ali ele vai
A caixa já foi. Faltam duas.
Então, esse aqui é mais.
Duas caixas de suprimentos asseguradas. Falta uma.
Solicitando voo de reconhecimento!
Completa o responsável. Passou. Deixa pra mim.
Faltam 25.
Eu esteja ali naquele lugarzinho sempre ali, 5,6. Quer dizer, 5 é. 5 mais 5,40 ali. Show, 5,40, desculpa.
Atenção, o esquadrão tá rastreando você. Tem um inimigo descendo na área. Olho no céu. Seu esquadrão entrou na zona segura. Tem reforços chegando na área. Caixas de suprimentos asseguradas. Contrato concluído.
Ataque de motor inimigo perto de você!
Self-revive, which is smart. Inside yourself. Precision.
Solicitando apoio aéreo! Alvo marcado!
Aqui é logo o alvo inimigo chegando na área.
More free points falling in. If he can hit the shots, the burst, not quite clean enough.
That's a fun weapon. That's the SWAT 5.6. Bit of a burst weapon.
Movimentação cancela.
There's no better folks to talk about Warzone than the guys in the desk.
Raven and Treyarch getting down to talk about Call of Duty, Warzone, and some of the key
Tiran.
Seu companheiro está de volta na luta. Bom trabalho.
Lawrence Metten at 10. Timmons, guys.
Conseguiu, não conseguiu antes, já
Sistema trophy ativo.
Taking selfies,
Alright, well gentlemen, we have had a chance to cover a lot of all the systems that we're going to be seeing in Black Ops 6 today. Of course, that includes Omni movement,
Alexa, próximo.
and because it really is a big deal. And it is coming to Warzone. We've seen some incredible moments there, Pete. I mean, really, this is just changed the way that we play the game.
Eles não estão mais rastreando você. Já despistou eles.
Solicitando voo de reconhecimento.
Atenção, ainda tem companheiros fora da zona segura. A liquidação está ativa. Precisa de ajustada. Tem contratos muito valiosos em jogo. Mais risco, mais recompensa.
Cadê aqui você não ficar, vem? Vem!
titles are player section. Just a huge quality of life change. What does it mean for players?
Make it easier than ever to create and maintain and access your weapons wherever you play, whether
Se prepara, a janela de ressurgência vai fechar.
or Warzone. Every gun you create in Black Ops 6 or Warzone is a global weapon build by default and connected everywhere you can use it. So you can slot it into a loadout. If you make an edit to that global weapon build, it applies everywhere it's equipped.
Você tá de volta. Vai lá quebrar tudo.
So if you swap, let's say your
Seu colega tá remobilizando. Muito bem.
Ai, meu Deus do céu, cara. Ei, vamos comprar uma caixa aqui, rapaz. Vamos?
Entrega de armamento aliada a caminho.
Ó, pega o meu money. Isso aí, ó.
Lance aliado no ar. Tem um inimigo descendo na área. Olho no céu.
Alexa, próximo.
You know, in Warzone, so Pete, why don't you just take us through that, how that's going to play out, how that's going to look for the players?
Yeah, there's
A
quite
ressurgência já era. Tem mais
Alexa,
algumas chances.
próximo.
foremost, wildcards are coming to Warzone. We're really excited about this because we really feel that this is going to be disruptive in a good way to help players kind of strategize and think about which loadouts to take and how they move them. So the two that we're showing off today are Overkill and
Scan completo. Nossa torre Vante está desativando.
But now it is a classic, and this time it lives on as a wild card. So for those that
Seu
don't
companheiro está de volta na luta. Bom trabalho.
You might want to do that. Like, there might be an engagement that you might want to get into. But if you don't want to do that, we're also today. That's gun.
25 estavam na luta. Valeu o esforço. Não vamos ser
Really think about it. If you take the right kind of weapon and put on the right type of attachments on it, that might be the thing that turns the tide in a fight.
I have a feeling a lot of people are going to use Gunfighter.
Absolutely. We also have more that's coming, and we'll talk about those like as we get closer to launch.
For sure.
Those wild cards are going to be built specifically for Warzone in mind.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes.
Yeah, that's cool.
So more coming as we look to the live seasons post-launch. But Ted, one of the things you've done is actually revisit some of the underutilized perks and, you know, kind of look at how we might use them for this chapter.
Yeah, so our design team looked at the equip rates of all of the perks over the last year and just how players have used them. And we've taken like what would previously have been like bottom tier perks, clearly not much value.
Yeah.
Is going to love. It's got a new name, Sprinter. And we basically combined what would be movement perks from the previous game.
Yeah.
So things like double time. There's a perk that we have in the game at the moment where when you're downed, you move quicker. And then on top of that, we've added infinite tack sprint.
Oh boy!
So we think that's going to be a huge pick rate. And in the pre-read, when we talked to some of the creators, the eruption for that piece was just phenomenal. So.
With Omni movement on top of all of that, we're going to see some pretty exciting movement in the game. But Lawrence, one quick thing I want to touch on. Classic Prestige coming to Warzone. This is new for us.
Yeah, so Classic Prestige in Black Ops 6 is truly a global system. Whether you're playing multiplayer, zombies, or Warzone, you're earning XP towards your next Prestige. And we've never had Classic Prestige in Warzone. It's a first for the franchise. Really excited to see how Warzone players engage with the system.
Wow. I'm the fact that Prestige is just going to be there in general, I can keep things going. I don't have to worry about going to one area. I'm stoked. I'm in. This is great.
E Bruno, faltam dois números, tá, rapaziada? Faltam dois números, tá?
Warzone, because for the very first time, Warzone is getting its own dedicated camo.
Are you serious?
Lawrence, we're pumped about this. We're seeing these mastery camos right here.
Faltam mais dois códigos do beta aí, ó. Mais
I mean, as you guys have been seeing through
Aqui
the
faltam duas letras, tá?
we've been going big
Aqui faltam
with
duas letras,
camos
tá?
this year. We have an updated camo system, and for the first time ever in
O site é esse aí que o Nightbot mandou.
Dedicated camos you can only earn in Warzone. Camo challenges geared towards things you can do in Warzone. This is your first look at Abyss.
Sick.
It's dynamic. It changes when you shoot it. 4 all new mastery camos that we've never had before can only be earned in Warzone.
Yeah, I love all the dynamic camos that we've been seeing here. Really creative, just fun. You know, always a little special thing you get when you shoot your gun and you see colorful things pop up. You know, it's a nice feeling. It's a nice feeling. All right, now we have a lot to be excited for in this chapter, but especially in terms of what's going to be coming with Black Ops 6 here. But you know what? I like new features. What could we be expecting here coming to Warzone in regards to like new features here? Who wants to take it?
So the big one, it's like a new old one. There's no more backpack.
Oh, okay.
So this will be a huge change to the way that the game is played. We really reflected on the last 3 years, and I'm not kidding. We had like a 3-day design meeting on the backpack. And it just gave us an opportunity to like look at the history of Warzone today, and we really felt that with all this fluidity that's come